Dude, this girl doesn't want to hear what I have to say to her fucking dumbass tweet. If you spend the last year calling every Trump supporter racist, you don't get to pull this "we're on one team now" crap. Either they're legitimately racist and you shouldn't want them on your team, or you blatantly lied about them and they shouldn't want to be on yours.
Oh no, they're racist.
Both of them are wrong. They're racist, and we want them to stop being racist and join our team. There's a key. Not that they're not racist and now they're part. No, they still are. We'd like them to stop and join. Like every one of these these conservatives tweets, and they're all like, oh my god, like good job, like perfect tweet. Like it takes me like fucking 10 seconds to think of a perfect response to it. Like I don't get it, dude. Like they get blown away by the dumbest fucking people. That's why like people like Ben Shapiro and shit they got so fucking popular, because they're so stupid that like you don't really need to say or do much to impress your average conservative, dude. Like all you gotta say is like black people are animals, and they go like, or trying to find
that's like remember back before it was like a popular conservative talking point, like the Democrat Party was actually the party of slavery, and nobody knew that, and then that just like exploded, like, oh my god, the Democrats were the segregationists. Oh my god, we have to go scream this from the top of mountains, without actually
oh yeah,
looking into like the historical context of that, the party switch or anything. You'll always see that. You'll always see like the it being prefaced like in a tweet or something. It'll be prefaced with like, for all of y'all that don't know your history, did you know that the Democrats are actually the party of slaves?
I had no idea. Like they think that, and it's just hilarious because they think they like fucking got you, dude. They think they fucking got you, and you're just like, yeah, I know. And they're like, why are you? So you're the real racist.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit maybe about like the election of 1912, or like the ensuing party switch after that, the break off of the Dixiecrats from the Democratic Party? Can you tell me, since you're so well read on American history, why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
No, they can't do that. That's too much.
The what? But the Democrat, like, dude, they're so stupid.
Democrat plantation, dude. If I hear that one more fucking time, like I saw somebody like I knew like legitimately put that on their Snapchat story. They're like, oh yeah, okay, like. Like Trump got record levels of black votes, but yeah, sure, like, yeah, it's the Democratic plantation, all that kind of shit. And I just swiped up on comments and I was like, do you actually think that, like, this is a gotcha? Like, do you think this is a good point? Yeah. Like, do you genuinely think you just made a constructive point? Because you didn't. Like, this has been debunked over and over. Like, you're saying this like there hasn't been a rebuttal to this for decades. Like...
Well, it's stupidity stacked on top of stupidity too, because whenever they go after the Democrats for like being still like the party of slavery and like the Democratic plantation, like, yes, I know the Democrats use black votes without doing really anything to help the average life of a black person in America. The only reason people rely on the Democratic Party is just out of the sheer fact that they are not Republicans. So it's so tone deaf as a Republican to say to a black person, hey, the Democratic Party doesn't represent your interests. Don't vote for them. Vote for me instead.
The Democratic vote is the right one, Philadelphia, so please do. Anyway, yeah. No, they always say that like they fucking got you, dude. They like, I know in their head they're like, nobody's ever thought of this one before.
Fucking own that, lib.
Yeah, or like the ones, or like, I've seen so many of them. It takes me a lot of effort to not swipe up, and they'll be like, "Yeah, the election in 2000 was overturned by the Supreme Court. This one too." And I was like, "Yeah, it was the tipping point of one state and George." Hey,
yeah, dude, that's not a talking point of just your average conservative, member of the electorate. Mitch McConnell said that today.
Yep,
in the Senate.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say, yeah. Oh, you mean that election where there was one state that was the tipping point, and George Bush was up by what, like 500 votes? So they wanted to do a recount, and then the Supreme Court stopped that recount, and that was the end of the election. Like that. Not that there's Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, Georgia, all of them up by like at least like 20 to 30,000 votes at least. Like that's the bare minimum. You know what I mean? Like Wisconsin's like 20 or 30,000 votes, and they think they're gonna overturn all that. Like, are you fucking stupid? Like, are you genuinely Like, do you really think that this is the exact same scenario as what was happening in 2000? Like, do you actually think, like...
Well, you know what they do is they just play word association in their head, and the stupidity of their argument depends on like how many degrees out from the original point you go. So like take the election. You go election to contested election to Supreme Court to 2000, right? That's 4 degrees of separation between those two, without acknowledging any kind of nuance and the fact that there are major differences between what's going on now and what was going on in the 2000 election. Because in the 2000 election, it was literally 0.00001% off.
In
like
one state. In one state.
In one state.
And then
it was recounted. It was recounted. It was sanctioned by the state 4 times before the Supreme Court stepped in and said, okay, that's enough, Bush won.
Yeah. Like, this is not even close to the same. Like, and again, and I like if you follow Taco, what's up, Taco? How you been, dude? It's been a little bit since I've seen you. And hello, as always, Pancake Monster. How are you? Anyway.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, anyway. But, like, I saw, like, Robert Reich, if you follow him, dude, he tweeted, like, Mitch McConnell's gonna go down as, like, the most corrupt politician in, like, recent United States history. And I was like, thank you, dude. Like, Mitch McConnell is the...
American history.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
One of them.
American history.
Yeah, he is the problem with our with the state of our country right now. Like Trump was I've always said Trump is a symptom of the problem. Like McConnell is the reason that shit happens.
Yeah. I was gonna say too that I thought Georgia was the closest. I thought Georgia was like still within a few thousand votes. Nah, Biden's up by 12,000 now.
Yeah, like you're not gonna overturn like 12,000 votes. Like just. Even then, sure, fuck it, we lose Georgia. Like, gotta take away Nevada. Oh, fuck, we lost Nevada. Gotta take away Arizona. Like, there's so much that has to go before, like, Trump can win. Like, they think, like, these fucking just idiots, dude, think that they're, like, Trump is gonna overturn the votes in, like, 6 states to win the election. Like, they're out of their fucking minds, dude. Like, they're fucking insane.
Oh shit! Joe Biden just surpassed 76 million.
Damn, dude. Hang on, where's it at?
And in even worse news, Donald Trump is now at 71.
Oh, here we go. Yep, Trump is a total disgrace, but Mitch McConnell may go down as the most corrupt and duplicitous politician in modern American history. Yep.
Good, kind of swamped at work. Just proper lurking today. Nice, dude. Anything to distract you from the struggles of everyday, middle class life.
Oh yeah, dude. Anything to help you from take your mind off your mind-numbing labor at the hands of some capitalist somewhere. I see Stream Elements isn't modded at CEO of Running Things. You mean Stream Elements isn't modded?
If you would have looked in the Discord chat, like the superior streamer of us two did, he linked instructions to get some of those commands up and running.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't got fucking time, dude. I've been trying. I'm busy. Yeah, if you saw it, why didn't you do it?
What's that?
I said, if you saw it, dude, why didn't you do it? You know, you have the pass. You got the pass.
He added you in the Discord. I'm pretty sure he added you in the chat. I could check literally right now. He goes at Cody Rhodes Cody Rose at CEO of Running Things.
Oh, well, so, I didn't see it.
Well, I bet you he got it.
Well, I didn't see it. I get a fuckload of Discord notifications.
Oh, dude, I bet you're so popular.
I have a lot. I'm a member of a lot of groups.
Just got mixed in with a bunch.
Yeah, I'm a member of a lot of groups. Do you want to see like a screenshot of like my average Discord notifications, like when I wake up in the morning?
No, I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you.
All right. You want to fight today? You want to fucking fight today? Is that it? You're gonna be feisty today? Yeah, dude. Good old fucking Robert Reich. This guy's a fucking Chad. And he's 4'11", dude. What a Chad. What a manlet.
He's 4'11".
Yeah, what a manlet Chad. Look at him. There he is next to Bill Clinton.
That's a short fella.
Yeah, here.
Not that there's anything wrong with being short.
Yeah, here, look. He's a short fella. But he's a Chad, dude. He calls people out. He was the Secretary of Labor under Clinton.
Dude, I bet you he gets destroyed by fucking Republicans in his mentions just talking about how short he is.
Oh, you want to go to his mentions? I guarantee we'll find out. I was gonna have both of you, but
I bet you
Cody's...
the first thing that comes up is something about his height.
Cody, we know damn well you ain't popular. All right, Pancake. I was gonna at both of you, but Cody's role as CEO of running things couldn't resist. Well, you are right. I did take control of being that CEO. Okay, let's go to his mentions.
Yeah, dude, I'm just sitting here. I'm just looking pretty, you know. I don't offer anything substantive to the show. I'm just sitting here looking good, drawing crowds.
Let's see.
There's got to be something with like within the first 10 mentions.
Nothing yet, actually.
Maybe it's because they don't know. If he gets enough publicity, if he gets a tweet that just like absolutely explodes, some Republican is gonna post under it, or some fucking like far right Nazi's gonna post under it a picture of him like standing next to Bill Clinton, and then everybody's just gonna go off, and his entire career is gonna fly off the tracks just because he's short.
Yeah. Yeah, you notice that, like, you know, it's kind of what Nazis do, like, when they come in our chat, instead of, like, addressing what we're saying, they just go, ha, soy boys, cucks, like, yeah, they don't actually say anything, because their brains don't fucking work.
I guess we're just not manly enough. We don't have, like, the physical traits to fulfill the fatherless void they have in their lives.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's one of those things that's, you know what? Listen, I do not condone children being hit by their like alcoholic stepdads, but I feel like those kids needed that because I feel like they wouldn't be the like absolute pieces of shit running around calling people degenerates and like because yeah that's another thing. You ever notice anytime we call them out on it and we get them in like Discord and we're talking, we're like, hey man, why don't you turn on your camera? And they're like, oh, I don't have a camera. I'm like, okay, taught you yeah, you got a big fucking mouth for someone who won't get in front of a camera.
Yeah, I don't like doing that unless they like. I don't even like doing that even if they do invoke like physical insults of like us because it's giving legitimacy to that insult by telling them to back it up.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those you gotta fight fire with fire deals, you know?
Nah.
No?
Fighting fire with fire is fucking retarded. Stupid.
No, it's not. That's like a legitimate method of firefighting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. that's legitimately a thing. That's where it came from. Like, where do you think someone just made that up? Like fight fire with fire? Like Alec on God. Dude, Pancakes, you got her riled up, dude. She's coming for you, dude.
Yeah,
She's fucking
I know. I slipped up. I'm sorry. I corrected myself immediately.
Don't you start. She's on your ass, dude. I was gonna add both of you. Oh yeah, I read that.
I corrected myself immediately. Okay, don't clip it. I know somebody's gonna use it as like a gotcha in like 40 years. Do I need to? No, you don't. Okay, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna be running for like the Senate. Somebody's gonna clip it, dude, and they're gonna be like.
I have close relations to a couple people that have, cousins with Down syndrome. So I understand the magnitude of that word.
We don't use ableist slurs. Listen to her, Alec.
Yes, I know. I did, dude. Good. Don't get on my ass about it. I know I screwed up. I corrected myself, and I'm sorry.
This is what she does to me. That's why she's doing it to you. if whenever I slip up, this is what she does to me. SMH, Alec. Yeah, dude. I'll see Danny's on your ass now, dude. That's it, dude. You're canceled. You're fucking canceled. You're done. Goodbye.
Time I was canceled. Dude, this is the first time I was ever canceled. I should keep like a running tab.
I hope damn well you do know the implications. I'm gonna yes, dude. Look at it. you invoked a monster, dude. You invoked the pancake monster.
Here, you know what? I actually have a Sharpie and a whiteboard right behind me. I'll designate the top right corner here to be the times I made an oopsie. So here's one. There's one.
Oh. Cancel Alec 2020. There you go, dude. Chat's revolting.
Too bad.
It's only a matter of time before your head's on a pike outside the Bastille. Absolutely latent to
Or
Cody every time.
I could just apply like the bed of nails philosophy that Trump does, and just go on like a ravenous tear of controversial shit, so that way it just kind of like fades away into obscurity of just how despicable of a person I am. So no one thing really really outshines anything else.
Yeah, like you, you do something stupid and then like the media lays into you, so you do something stupid to take their distraction off of that. You just keep doing that on an endless cycle, and then eventually we all just forget.
Literally Donald Trump's whole career.
Yeah, it's one of those things we literally forgot about that Trump was spearheading the movement to try to prove that Obama was born in Kenya. Like we forget about that. A lot of people forget about that because he's done so much shit since. Like he doesn't like
Donald
that.
Trump
Like that was
was
incredible.
impeached.
Yeah, that was.
He
I
was
was.
impeached.
Yeah, he was literally on trial. Like that was one of the most racist fucking things anyone did to Obama. Was like he was on Fox News saying, "I don't think this president's born in the United States. He's a Muslim from Kenya." Like, and we just forgot about it. And fucking fucking hollow skulls get in our fucking chat and they go, huh, "How's Trump a racist?" Like, are you for real? Like.
Yeah, dude, he has like 26 like legitimate rape allegations. He's an impeached president. Like that's like a vice on your life. Like nobody forgets about that. Like whenever you think of Bill Clinton, you don't think former U.S. president. You think former impeached president.
You think of blowjobs in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, Alec, aren't you a light mode user? That one's hard to. Oh, that is. I think you are a light mode user.
On what? Like Twitter or?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean on Twitch?
Or maybe I don't know.
Dude, I'm a boomer. I don't know how to change it. If I'm messing with my settings one day and I just stumble upon it, I'll change it.
Boomer. Let's see. Light mode. What, Danny? Danny. I'm gonna fucking time you out. Telling me light mode's better. Yeah, fry your eyes out, Danny. I'm gonna sound like your mother, dude. Fry your eyes out, dude. That's why I'm wearing my fucking glasses, dude. I'm gonna fry my eyes out.
Let's see here. How can? Okay, settings. Can't find it. See, dude, I scroll down like one settings menu. I scroll down like one settings menu and I get bored because I don't want to find it.
Man, who has ADHD? Me or you?
Okay, but I mean, changing my screen from light mode to dark mode is pretty much inconsequential. It will have no bearing on my life as a whole.
You'll get canceled one day.
Appearances. Here we go.
Here, yeah, dude. Why don't you get on the fucking Joe Rogan podcast and complain about how you've been canceled? Why don't you do that, dude? Get on Joe Rogan, dude. He'll fucking eat that shit up. I'm a fucking online media figure, and I said something inflammatory, and people are mad at me about it, and then Joe Rogan can go.
There we go. I changed it. It's all better now. You happy, chat?
There you go. Yeah, see, Taco's right, dude. Wrong. Dark mode is big dick chat energy.
Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that my entire like Google browser is just a panel of white.
I think you can change it. Actually, no, I'm not sure you can actually, because I think I've tried.
Same with Washington Post. Same with Wikipedia. Same with every other single fucking news source online, because light mode is just like the industry standard.
Well, because it is the easiest for the human eye to perceive. Is black text on white writing on a white page.
It's actually black text on or a black text on yellow background.
Is it really?
Yep.
Anyway, let's start covering something. I know what I want to talk about.
Yeah, we got a couple good things to talk about. I think we should talk about fraud first.
I want to do the Lincoln Project one because that's a little bit quicker, dude. The fraud with holy shit, dude. Dude,
I could go off about the Lincoln Project. I think we can do fraud a little bit quicker than Lincoln Project because there's something I want to kind of like extrapolate out of our reliance on right-wing people.
All right, I'll just Google voter fraud, and we'll see where we go from there. All right, is there any like specific articles you wanted to look at? Yeah, I saw this. Prank callers are flooding Trump's voter fraud hotline because of I'm sorry. I know he's a lib. I know he's a fucking lib. It's
John
because
Oliver's not a
it's
lib.
what's that?
John Oliver is not a lib.
I mean, I feel like he's as far as you could be as a lib before you gotta, you know what I mean? Or he's as
Yeah,
left
that's
as you
what I
could
said,
be.
on last stream. Yeah, he's as
Yeah.
far left as you can go and still have a nationally televised show.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but like I mean, people always say he's a lib, all right, but John
He's gotta
Oliver,
be.
John Oliver has done some big dick work. This is like John Oliver has a fucking like 9-inch member, all right, like because of the work he's done to fuck over Trump's campaign with this. So yeah, he on his episode that aired earlier this morning, he told all of his audience to call Trump's voter fraud hotline and just or send and then there's the email one is to send pictures of rats having sex to it because rat fucking is a term for fraud. Anyway, Alec, you and I wanted to find is I saw that there is a thread of like this journalist that they made going through like an extensive list of all the claims of voter fraud and debunking every single one of them. And I kind of want to go through that. Rat fucking came out of Watergate. See, I learned something. I didn't know that.
Wow, what do you know, dude? Turns out Google is your friend.
I think this is
So I
it.
do every goddamn thing myself, dude. CEO of running things.
I'm on the page
There
right
you
now.
go. There's the Discord link.
What? I'm on it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it. Let's see. Election fraud
Alright,
debunking.
so I got the same thing.
All right. I'm following claims of fraud, looking at them. I've solved most now. Nothing is holding up under any scrutiny so far. I'm making a thread to track them. Actually, I want to check who this guy is, just so we all know who he is. Isaac Saul. He's the founder of Tangle News. He's the editor at A+. Let's see. Just as I said, as we did on our atomization, how to look at data or how to read articles, master stream. Just want to look real quick. So Tangle is just like a politics newsletter. Seems like it's kind of a bipartisan one. Yeah.
Well,
so
it's not only that too. Like, if you're going to look at blue check marks and like take what they're saying like a pure fact, I mean, you can do that with some things. Like people like I know Nate Silver, people like him are really credible, and you could take his tweets in their 250 character length pretty much at face value.
yeah.
But if you really want to be scrutinous about this and be really thorough, you can go through in every single one of these posts and just cross-reference with a bunch of different sources to actually find. It's been pretty thoroughly debunked, each one of these, and this is just a nice consolidated list of everything.
Yep. So yeah, by far the most viral of these claims is officials in Detroit are papering up or boarding up the windows inside their polling center. This admittedly was a bizarre sight, but it was 100% explainable and the right thing to do. Because when there's massive crowds of Trumpers outside trying to take pictures and take videos of ballots inside, things that says like, hey,
That's
this
actually
is
illegal.
yeah, this is so and so, this is who they voted for, like that actually is illegal. That you can go to jail for. So they were boarding up windows, so these dumb motherfuckers can't do that. And then obviously go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, the one in Detroit where they weren't really boarding up the windows. The reason that it was suspicious, the reason that everybody thought it was suspicious, is because they took like pieces of like flimsy poster board and just put them all up on the windows. But again, the conservatives don't understand what the hell an actual poll watcher is, because poll watchers are state sanctioned and present in every single vote counting location in America. It says right here. You can look it up for yourself if you don't believe it. 134 Democrats, 134 Independents, and 134 Republicans in the Republican poll watchers inside the room watching them count every single ballot. Like, a poll watcher is not just some, heavily armed, obese fucko that wants to go in and make sure the Democrats aren't rigging the system against us.
Yep, hang on, two things. Did you hear Trump is crowdsourcing donations to hold rallies where he produced evidence of vote? Yeah, which is funny. The billionaire.
I
billionaire.
called that.
Yeah, it's funny. The billionaire is crowdsourcing. Hang on. Since you're attacking our movement, can you give us a question? Can I give you a question?
What?
What? Yeah, I'll give you a question.
mean,
Why are you guys so fucking dumb? There you go. There's a question. Now run along.
That's a nice. That's a broad point to start off on. Like, just justify your stupidity. Just tell me how stupid you are, so I know how to treat this conversation before we go in.
I mean, that pretty much the phrasing of that question was kind of fucking dumb. All right, yeah. See, let's start with the Republican poll watchers not being allowed. Yeah, just because you are a Republican and you're just some random Republican and you want to watch the polls doesn't mean you're allowed to go watch the polls. Like, you go through the state, like you're like, you know, you're like usually a member of like an official like worker for like the state's Republican Party or something. You know what I mean? You can't just fucking like, you can't just say I want to be a poll watcher and then just waltz on in there and look at people's ballots. It is not a cult. We are all free thinkers.
That's one reason why you see all these what.
Hang on, it is not a cult. We are all free thinkers, unlike the left. Yeah, you want to justify that? Because you haven't so far. Let's see. There's a process to ensure an even number of partisan watchers are signed up. Like in Detroit, election officials don't and shouldn't allow any old swarm of watchers into their polling place. That would ruin the balance of watchers. Yep. All right, Alec, go ahead.
Yeah, and this this is mandated by the state. This is a state-sanctioned process that has been in every single election in U.S. history. Like, this is just common standard practice. If you signed up to be one of those Trump poll watchers where he, tells you to, like, go to the actual polls, not the places that they're being counted, but go to the places where people are actually putting in their vote and, like, sit there and make sure there's no malarkey going on, that's not a poll watcher. That's you participating in voter intimidation, which is, by the way, illegal and a form of voter suppression.
Yeah, because it appears some certified. I like how they put asterisk next to certified, or saying assuming they're certified. Still stupid. Trump supporting poll watchers filmed themselves trying to enter polling places when they were denied. They made a scene. That's how the system's supposed to work, and any election official can explain this. This is pretty, explainable.
And that's one reason why all these cases are being thrown out. Like, literally just judges are looking at them laughing and then throwing out the cases. Because if you'll remember, I think it was a case in Georgia that Trump tried to file. He sent his legal team down there and the judge asked him, like, hey, what's your problem? Our poll watchers weren't allowed in. And the judge goes,
all right,
did you have Republican representatives in the room? He goes, yeah. So what's the fucking problem? The problem is his fucking brain-dead mobs aren't allowed in. That's his problem.
All right. Barr memo authorizes DOJ to open election fraud. Okay, so Barr just authorized the DOJ to open election fraud investigation. Doesn't mean there's any. It's just saying that he authorized them to do so. The wording is left unclear whether it was largely to stop President Trump's supporters or whether it portends serious probes. Like, nobody knows what it actually is doing. Like, opening investigation doesn't mean there's any evidence or is going to lead to anything. Like, did you read this? Like, at all? Let's see.
And plus, really, I mean, we can go into the article if you really want us to, because you're just coping so hard over your boy losing to a, as you would say, senile old man who's near death.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not ignore that. You spent an entire election cycle branding this dude as unelectable because he can't get out of his basement, and then he fucking beat your guy.
Yep. Attorney General William Barr appeared on Monday to make a bid to reassure backers of President Donald Trump, who complained bitterly in recent days that the Justice Department was not taking action to combat alleged voter. Okay, so he's only doing this because Trump has been bitching for the last couple days that there's been no... So Barr just opened it just because Trump's been saying it's been happening. In a memo to U.S. attorneys, Barr authorized them to open election fraud investigations if there are any clear and apparently credible... If there are clear and apparently credible... Like, even the wording of this... credible allegations or of irregularities that, if true, could potentially impact the outcome of a federal election in an individual state. In Barr's directive, obtained by Politico, first reported by the Associated Press, the Attorney General said he already approved such probes. In specific instances, he did not elaborate on the circumstances. Yeah, he's not... There's nothing in depth to this at all. Like, I don't know what your point is, dude. I'm reading it. I don't.
And let's not ignore the fact that, William Barr is a far-right partisan fascist hack that's in there just to make sure that Trump has a clear road to do whatever he wants. So, but let's not ignore. Let's just not throw Barr's record out the window and act like he's some kind of like force of nature that has to be reckoned with. Like,
Dude,
he's also
okay,
a Trumper.
Alex, stop. Trump supporter 90,000, 900, yeah, or whatever. Barr wrote, "Nothing here should be taken as any indication that the department has concluded that voting irregularities have impacted the outcome of any election." Did you read it? Are you fucking stupid? It's like,
Trump supporters can't read. What are you talking about?
dude, get out of my fucking chat, you fucking moron. You don't even read the shit that you throw up on my screen. Waste of my time. Waste of my fucking time. Is that what you're here to do? Just waste my fucking time. Yeah, he read the headline and that's it. Like, Barr literally says in there, nothing about this investigation is saying that there's fraud. People love reading the headlines and nothing else. That's exactly what they do, dude. They read Twitter headlines and then they go, yep, that's it. They don't actually read the article at all.
That's literally every single argument you hear in favor of Trump. Why do you like Trump? Oh, well, and then they'll read you off some like article headline.
Yeah, it happens every time they're in our chat because they'll make a claim and then they'll throw a link and then I'll read the article and I'll start reading. I'm like, dude, this actually is disproving what you're saying. Like, you got an article that like goes against what you're saying. Like, you didn't read it. You just threw me an article saying, yep, there you go. That's my evidence. Like, hello, crybaby Trump supporters take a loss. They ain't no voter fraud. You are correct, CC.
That's right. Hey, man, I'm glad you finally came around.
Yeah, it came to your fucking senses.
We're here to welcome you with open arms.
In Michigan, this is even true. As Trump told North Carolina, so vote in mail-in. Yeah, I would say, and they're like, oh, all these, all like, what was it? Like, they're like, oh, there's always the big spikes. You know, there's big spike. There's just like 20,000 ballots just appear out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, because Trump told his supporters to not mail in their ballots, like to go vote in person. Let's see, wait.
Cody,
fake news. George Soros is
accused of being funded by George Soros.
Soros is funding the route on this channel. You clearly inspected the article off screen. I can prove it. Huh? What?
You know what, dude? You got us, dude. We're funded by George Soros. You got us, dude.
What?
I'm making bank off this page with all them Soros blocks.
That is it, dude. That is the wackiest allegation we've had on this channel yet, and I'm glad I'm recording right now. That is the wackiest allegation we've got yet. That so I'm guessing I F12 and inspected the page and then typed it. You inspected the article.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, watch me. Dude, watch, ready? Here, I still have the link in my copy, ready? I'm gonna do this real quick, ready? Look, ready? I'm gonna scroll down right to it. I didn't edit it at all. There's no way. Barr wrote, nothing here should be taken as any indication that the Justice Department has concluded that voting irregularities have impacted the outcome of any election.
Bro, these people are so fucking stupid, dude. Go get off our stream, go cry, do whatever you need to do. Fucking, jerk off to a picture of Trump. Do what you need to do, dude. Just do it somewhere else.
What, dude? That is the wackiest allegation I've ever heard. All right, dude, I'm done with you. All right, that was fucking incredible. That was incredible.
That was funny. That was a good meme though. I'm glad you came in here and did that to us.
Yeah. Thanks for popping in. Hey, consider following. Come back around so I can berate you more. Let's see. Where were we?
Dude, that was funny. That's actually hilarious.
In Michigan, this is even true if someone dies between the time they send in their ballot on election day. How does that suck? Someone who died, we have counted as absurd. Oh yes. Oh, because they're talking about there's dead voters in Michigan.
Did you know? By the way, did you know that there is a database of like dead people or like people that died? So if there comes an election cycle and dead people are not purged from the registration systems, they actually do cross references whenever votes are counted. So if they see a vote is counted for somebody who died in a separate database, that vote won't count. So you hear anybody talking about dead ballots completely uncredited and unsubstantiated.
Yep. Hang on. ZZ. Fun fact. Zoom and Peloton stocks went down significantly today. Vaccine euphoria. That is true. They did go down today, but not my portfolio. I made fucking bank today, dude. It was fucking great. The markets were banging. Anyway.
ZZ, I really hope you're not just getting here because man, this dude in chat is cracking me up. He accused us of being funded by George Soros.
Motive, let's chat in Discord. I've got a lot of info and facts to back it up. Back what up? Oh wait. You're calling half the population stupid? That's kind of messed up. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. And then what's your facts to back up what? Like you're just like, yeah, I got facts. Facts for what?
Yeah, like facts to yeah.
Facts that
Like
you got, stupid.
Cold hard facts that the Democratic deep state institution of America, the same deep state that failed to get Hillary into office in 2016, is now trying to rig an election only for the executive branch, though, not the Senate, not the House of Representatives, only the president.
Let's see. Tim Trump is where they dragged an Elliot Bly woman said her ballot was taken in the mail.
We had a good conversation on Discord last time. Were you on last time? I don't
Wait,
remember
who's
if we had you
Motive?
on.
Who is Motive? What was the what did we talk about?
I don't remember, but if we do get you on Discord, you're gonna have to wait a second because we're gonna go through this thread.
I was gonna say,
But yeah, what are you trying to back up? Like, give me an instance. Like, what are you coming in here trying to say?
Yeah, but I was saying, I'm trying to remember who you are. Like we've had a good bit of debate, so I'm trying to remember who you are. Wait a minute.
What else we got here, buddy?
Wait a minute. Hopefully.
Come on, don't just wait for him. Come on, let's go.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking if he was the what's the stone, the high, whatever. Why you hated Trump before the election? That's pretty fucking broad. That's a pretty yeah. Look, you got to get a little more than that. All right, let's
Wait,
get back.
are you the COVID denier? Are you the dude that got on and said COVID's not as bad as they're saying it is?
Are you the guy that bet $50,000 on Trump? Is that you? Is that you, dude? Hang on. Let's see. Alternatively, it's also possible William Bradley is real, and his birthday is simply wrong on the Michigan voter website. It said 1902. It could be born in 1992, a one-digit typo. This happens all the time. A clerk would be checking the ballot and registration records. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
All right, no, dude. I don't want to talk to you again, dude. We just went around in circles with you. Like, no matter what I'd show you, you'd always, yeah, no.
Give me a link. Give me a link in chat to a reputable source that actually contests the results in some state. If I can look at it and I could say like, hey, you know what, this guy might have a point. I'll get you on Discord. So give me a link.
Let's see. Costco Hot Dog 98. I really love your stream title. I really love you, Costco Hot Dog. Why don't you consider following and coming back and hanging out? I like that name, Costco Hot Dog. Yeah, because Motive, if you don't remember, last time you made a lot of claims and you didn't put one link in chat to back them up. So let's see. Let's see. It's also true. Election expert pointed out that some states use 1900 or 111 as codes when they moved from paper to electronic records to signify a birthday wasn't available. Something like that could be a play here. Yeah. Actually, this is very common. I can tell you this is very common just like working like for a corporation, like if there's older records, like yeah, a lot of them are super fucked up.
That's just like standard practice in like big data.
Big man the second. Amen, brother. Amen to what? I don't know, but cool. All right, amen.
I was pretty neutral with politics, but then that moron Trump came into office. Yeah, dude, he did a lot of our hard work for us. He radicalized a lot of people.
Hey, big man the second. I like that title too. And you know what? I like your name. You should consider following and coming back and hanging out. You guys are pretty cool. I'd like to have you guys come back and hang. All right, what else? Let's see. Regardless, as Alec was actually just saying, hey, big man. Mwah! Thanks for following, dude. Let's see. As Alec actually just said, regardless of if this person is dead, the vote won't count. If the birthday is entered wrong, it will be resolved by a local clerk when the vote is audited. The video is real. The voter fraud claim is fake. Trump is losing Michigan by 150,000 votes. Next. He totally took politics and put his rah-rah bullshit racist strategy. I'd agree. In a broad sense, I would agree to that. Yeah, the other
without going into specifics, like yes, that's the general point.
Let's see. The other popular one is 130K votes in Michigan that Biden got all at once. This was a data uploading error on Election Desk HQ. The conservative who originally posted this conspiracy apologized and deleted the tweet. But of course, you know, it took off before. Yeah, the whole lie makes it around the world twice before the truth gets its pants on. Yep, that happened here. Even though the original guy to tweet retracted, the story has blown up. Local paper wrote it here. Yep.
But yeah, that's the thing about that too. You know, you can look at these like clerical errors, or even like little tiny things that maybe like went wrong and turned out to be like in favor of Trump. Conservatives will take that and run with it and try to use that like individual instance as if it's like indicative of some kind of like broader scheme to take them down. Like with that 113,000 ballots that came in for Biden all at once. Yes, that is a result of a clerical error. That clerical error was only there, that was only able to happen because of laws that are in place that Democrats tried to overturn, and Republicans said, no, we're not going to overturn them right before the election cycle, right? If mail-in ballots could have been counted earlier on, spikes like this wouldn't have happened. They would have just, been reported right alongside the same-day voting.
Yep. In one debate, he said, I'm the least racist person in the room, but I can't see the people in stands. Bitch, if you found a Mexican in the stands, you finna bit a roll around him. LMAO. Would you be saying the same thing if this happened for Trump at 4 a.m. and they after they called the election? What do you mean? Like, if they got, like, magic... Like, well, no. Because we... I'm not even... Let's see, some people allege that Wisconsin had more votes than registered voters. Proof of election fraud. This was amazingly. Idiots unaware that Wisconsin has same-day voter registration. Yep. Incredible voter fraud fail. Went viral. Yeah, that a lot of states, like a lot of these states in the Midwest, have same-day voter registration. Like Iowa has it. There was one guy that showed up at the polls I was at, and he was like, and they're like, yeah, you're not registered. And he was like, oh, shit, can I not vote? They're like, nope, fill this paper out and you can vote. And he's like... Awesome, and there you go. Like, it's easy as that.
Dude, motive. Literally, no one is just taking it at face value. Everybody's reaction all at once was, wow, that's a little bit weird. So you know what? Everybody looked into it. There was investigative work that went into it, and people came to the conclusion that it was a clerical error as a result of us not being able to count mail-in ballots before the day of the election.
Hang on. You know what? Sure. I would question it. But I would look into it, and somebody would explain, like, oh, for whatever reason in Michigan, all the Trump voters decided to vote through mail. I'd be like, okay, there you go. Like, if there's an like, that's the thing you don't realize. There's an explanation to all of these claims. We're going through all of them. This is a massive fucking thread this guy made.
Yeah. You see, your problem is that you'll look at headlines like that and just assume that the headline itself, the fact that there is something like that happened, that by itself is proof that there is some like massive conspiracy against Trump, without even looking into it, without like seeking the truth behind it whatsoever. You just accept it as evidence and then move on to the next one.
Hey, Costco hot dog. Thanks for following. Anarcha Fash. Yes, it's Anarch. Are you an anarcho-monarchist? Let's see.
Anarcha Fash.
No, it's voluntary fascism. It's voluntary fascism. If you don't want to live in the fascist society, you simply don't pay taxes to it, and then they can't kill you. They legally can't kill you.
You have your monkey state, and then you have your fascist state.
Bro, I can't see a difference if you tell me the names Hitler and Trump. I mean, there's kind of a difference between the two of them. I mean, a little bit. Let's see. It's voluntary, unlike the Nazis. Yeah, exactly what I was just saying. It's voluntary. You pay taxes to this. They can't kill you if you don't pay taxes to the system. If you don't voluntarily consent to being shot or gulag, you can't They can't do it. You have to consent to it. All right, next.
And I'm not a big fan. Just real quick, just let me address the chat real quick. I don't like invoking comparisons to Hitler whenever we're talking about Trump. I do whenever we're talking in a strictly broad theoretical sense. Like, it's a good comparison to make, but I don't like to use it against right wingers because they think that I'm just being hyperbolic or whatever. But I don't like to say it, but I feel like if Trump had the same leeway that Hitler had back in the 1920s and 30s, he would be doing way worse stuff than he is now.
Let's see. Little knows the Nazis are not fascists. All right, well, what are they then? ZZ, how this end? I mean, I think Biden's just gonna win. I think Trump's gonna throw out lawsuits. who knows? Maybe one of them will do something. But like, like this isn't like the 2000 election where there's like Florida and it's like one tipping point and it's like 500 voters. We actually Alec and I talked about this earlier where it's like 500 voters, and it's like they're doing a bunch of recounts to see which way it goes like that, and the Supreme Court just stops it. This is like 5 or 6 states that he's gonna have to send out lawyers to try to overturn like tens of thousands, if not 100,000 ballots. Like it's fucking ridiculous the kind of shit they're doing. All right, hang on. Last thing, motive. It's not there. There are videos of people throwing out ballots. Over 9,000. Yeah. Hey, and we're getting to this. I've seen all of these points. We're getting to them, dude. Because all of these points have been debunked. All right. How does the media claim Russia collusion? Yeah, nobody claimed that Russia hacked the election and changed the results. That's never been the claim. Exactly. You have no fucking idea what you're even claiming, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my chat. You're starting to annoy me now. Let's see. The left.
Like, the Russian. That entire investigation, we literally talked about this whenever I had you on. It wasn't the fact that Russia went in and actually stuffed ballot boxes or whatever you think that the Democrats are trying to accuse them of doing. It's that they ran massive disinformation campaigns, some of which you are definitely a victim of, and it was whether or not Trump had a hand in helping them do that. That was the impeachment.
I'm way smarter than both of you combined. Hey buddy, where'd your 50K go? Let me know when you can get that back. Let's see. Oh yeah, next. Oh yeah, many conservatives commentators have mixed up eligible voters, people who can vote, and registered voters. Yeah, including Wall Street's Kim Grassel. This caused serious confusion. Yeah. So yeah, they mixed up different data sets, which is typical. The left has also been guilty. Yes, you libs. Valor posted about 300K ballots going missing were totally misleading and untrue. Vice reporter Aaron Gord is incredible on the USPS beat. You can follow him here. Let's see. So what happened? Yeah. They'll be sucking each other off. You bet we will.
Motive. I told you. Put a fucking link in chat. If you don't link me something that's legitimate, like before your next message, you're getting banned.
Hey, don't ban. We're timing out first. We're trying that first. We're gonna time these. We're gonna put them in timeout because they're children. They're children and they need to go sit in the corner for 5 minutes. Many on the right were thrown off. Oh yeah, when they went to bed at 2 a.m. with Trump well positioned in the Midwest and woke up at 6 a.m. with Trump headed for defeat in Wisconsin. Quickly, allegations spread.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to time out Anarcho-Fascist. God damn it!
Did you time him out?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anarcho-Fascist. I'm sorry. We're sorry. Friendly fire. So many on the right were thrown off when they went. Yeah. Yes. We just read that.
The jump occurred.
Yep. The jump occurred after.
Trying to get him back because I can't. I don't think I can from the screen.
600 seconds. No, I can't. I can't either. Once it's timed, it's permanent.
It's 600 seconds, dude. He'll get over it.
The jump occurred after the city of Milwaukee, heavily Democratic, reported its first wave of absentee ballots. Yeah, because they didn't even start counting the ballots yet. And then once they all started coming in, people went to bed thinking, oh yeah, Trump's up ahead. We're Gucci. When they came in, Biden's numbers spiked by more than 100,000. The votes were reported together because Milwaukee has a central count. Yeah, 100,000 for probably a city of a couple million people. I'm sure it took a lot to get together. I'm gonna go through chat real quick. Oh yeah.
Not permanent. Try to use /untimeout, Cody.
Oh.
Because I don't have that interface. I'm just using the regular Twitch chat.
Oh, that is a thing.
It was the Anarcho-Fascist. Fash.
Hey, there you go. Anarcho-Fascist, if you're still here, you can comment again. We are sorry for that.
I'm so sorry, my brother.
We are sorry for that friendly fire. Let's see. No in time. And time is asking.
Yes, I apologize for that. That's all my fault. You can place the blame solely on me.
Put this dumbass. No, Costco. We already put that dumbass in Discord, and he had nothing. He had nothing substantial to say. that's the issue. Is he's like, let me back. He's like, put me back in the game, coach. And we're like, dude, you already fucking struck out 3 times. Like, let's see the jump.
I told him to put a link in chat because he went on some kind of like massive rant about how there's videos of people throwing out ballots, and I told him, dude, put a link, and then he told us to like suck each other's dicks. So I fucking timed him out like the child he is.
How long did you time out for?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
600 seconds.
He'll steam. He'll steam off. All right, let's see.
Let him blow off a little bit of steam. Let him just cool down a little bit.
Let's see.
These Trump supporters, they're going through hard times right now.
Yeah, exactly. Listen. We understand you guys are going through a tough time. All right. We're the party. We are the tolerant left. All right. All right. And we understand you guys are stressed out. You're having a rough time. So we're just putting you in a little timeout. You got to sit in the corner and think about what you did. All right. Simple as that. They think they're conspiracy theorists. Oh yeah, they think they think they know more. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I got my fucking tinfoil hat. All right. I am a conspiracy theorist. I'm a real conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, if a conservative online just runs out of things to say, they'll usually cap off the argument saying not only that they won, but you need to wake up. Which, as you know, is the calling card for most conspiracy theories. Everybody's just an unhinged version of
You're
Alex
all
Jones,
sheep.
though.
You're all sheep. Yeah. Fascists are, by definition, anti-statist. What? Anti-capitalist and anti-racist. What? Franco established syndicalism in Spain. In fact, he abolished the state in most places. What? What?
Is that a meme? Are you fucking with us?
Yeah, he's memeing. Let him go. He's just memeing. All right. What? All right, yeah. That means they don't get. Oh yeah, they don't get reporting from the polling place. I watched live on CNN as election officials were escorted from polling place to the count location to drop off ballots. Then watched the numbers come in. It was pretty cool. Story here. So yeah, Wisconsin did not find 100,000 ballots. They counted them. There's over 100,000 ballots piled up in Milwaukee, which is probably a pretty solid blue area. And, Trump told all his supporters to not vote through the mail. So pretty much the only people that were voting through the mail were Democrats in Milwaukee. So, of course, it's going to be like 90% of the ones that come through are all going to be for him. It's not really that fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Now he's talking about national syndicalism, which is not syndicalism. Unfortunately, he's not memeing. Let's see.
We're not here to talk about broad, political theory. We're here to talk about voter fraud.
Yeah. Well, that's for another time.
We can talk about that in another episode. Don't get me wrong. I'll talk about fascism all fucking day.
I'm not memeing. Do not call me a troll. Spanish syndical organization. Last fucking thing. Alec, throw me that link just so I can look at that Wikipedia page. Last thing, and then I'm finishing this tweet thread.
People give us these links and you don't pay us to look at them.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing. We're gonna start. I only start looking at links that come through donations. All right, you gotta pay like $1 if you want me to fucking read your link. Last link. I will read this real quick, just to see if the meme is if it's a meme or not. If I see anything on this fucking page that disproves you as soon as I see it, and you accuse me, yo, who just donated bits? Big Man the Second used 10 bits. Tier 10. Read his link now. I read the link. Thank you. Hey, Big Man. Mwah! Thank you for the bits, dude. I appreciate that. Let's see. The Spanish syndical organization, the Vertical Trade Union, was the sole trade union for most of the Francoist dictatorship. Let's see. New type of corporatist understanding of labor relations, vouching for worker-employee collaboration developed in totalitarian regimes such as Nazi Germany. In fact, oh yeah.
No, yeah, Nazi Germany was not a worker-centric movement. You can't even say that Nazis were inherently anti-capitalist. They just wanted state control of the capital in Germany. Pretty much the same thing that you have in communist China. It's not a communist state. It's literally just capitalism that's sponsored by the state.
Yeah, I'm saying because where was I seeing?
That's a big calling card of fascism. Especially whenever you look at is the left fascist? If you see those videos, they'll always say, fascists are actually anti-capitalists. No, they're not. There are no worker-centric movements in fascist uprisings. Okay, they're not calling for workers to be entitled to the fruits of their labor. They're not calling for abolition of private capital. They just want the state.
Yep. In this organization, workers and employers supposedly bargain equally. Strikes were, oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, this is a syndicalist. This is yeah, yeah. Just yeah, it's all right. Strikes were forbidden. Firing a worker was very expensive and difficult, as fascism had bettered capitalism and succeeded in harmonically balancing workers' and employers' interests. In reality, candidates for these elections had to be approved by Francoist Spain and all the process was heavily controlled as fascism has a very interventionist. It says it right there. As fascism had a very interventionist policy towards the labor market, full employment for men, even at the expense of low wages. Oh, so they weren't really fighting. They were only fighting for just to employ them, not making sure they had good working conditions. Almost no right to work for married women and no unemployment benefits. Yeah, dude, this sounds fucking. Oh yeah, they banned the Communist Party. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Pancake Monster will go and do that to somebody.
I don't engage.
A big man. I don't think that's not in her nature.
Yeah, so I'm just like national syndicalism is because I know this is what this is based on because what's his face said it. Taco said it. Is an adaptation of schism to suit the social agenda of integral nationalism. So it's part of a series on fascism. Yeah, yeah. You know what? This is all arguing semantics. I'm not arguing semantics with people. Let's see. All right, back to it. Hang on. Sorry, some losers on a motorcycle. Anyway, so let's see. All right, where were we? Post went viral about a pause and dump in Milwaukee where ballots were found. This is a lie. Counting never stopped. The count was done, and the pause of time was it took to think it's from the next polling place to central counting location. Yep. Team Trump been at work in Nevada. They dragged out an elderly blind woman who said her ballot was taken in the mail and she couldn't vote. This seemed like an isolated incident. Here's a vid they shared. Oh, I think I've seen this. Where she's just like, yeah, somebody stole my ballot.
Yeah, wait. I'll discredit this whole thing right now. I'm pretty sure she ended up trying to vote twice. She voted once by mail and then tried to vote again.
Yeah, because she thought somebody stole her ballot or something.
Like, I'm pretty sure I saw something about that case as an individual case. Not that something like that is indicative of some kind of like broader like conspiracy. It's literally just an individual isolated case that they're trying to characterize as like, again, some conspiracy against Trump. I'm pretty sure she tried to vote twice.
Yeah. And then there you go. That actually is voter fraud. Trying to vote twice. Hold on to your hats. Funny thing about her, election officials looked into her case. She had actually submitted 2 ballots. Yep. With matching signature. Yep. Seems like she actually voted, which is illegal. Sweet. Awesome. Fucking idiot, dude. Hey, Pittsburgh. Some conspiracies are being spread by mainstream outlets. New York Post alleged that Pittsburgh election staff took the day off with 35,000 votes to go. This is true in the most literal sense, but misleading. The counting was paused in Allegheny because they cannot count remaining ballots without the convening of a special committee that comes together tomorrow. These votes are unlikely to be the difference anyway. Biden will win by a healthy margin in Pennsylvania. Next, as you might expect, Project Veritas. Oh my God. Project Veritas is added to. They're claiming to have a USPS whistleblower who says late mail-in ballots were being postmarked inaccurately, so they'd make the election deadline for election day. This case is interesting and open for debate. Oh, this is the only one that has. Go ahead.
No, it doesn't have any kind of like substantial, it doesn't have any shred of legitimacy because one, it comes from Project Veritas, and two, if you look at the actual video that fucking what's his name, James O'Keefe, is that him?
Yeah.
Project Veritas guy. It's him talking to somebody else who's, of course, his face is blurred out. It's over FaceTime, and his voice has it's super low. They're trying to hide his voice. And they were just literally talking about yeah, I saw ballots that were postmarked, with inaccurate days. There's absolutely nothing substantive about that. Are you going to release that video, or is there going to actually be any kind of tangible references that it could be used by other news sources to determine the legitimacy of it? Everything Project Veritas touches pretty much just renders it completely illegitimate.
Let's see. The allegations themselves are very small scale. So as I just wanted to go into what they were actually saying, what the claims were. They were from one location in Michigan, and the whistleblowers, totally anonymous. They're known for partisan shenanigans and claims a special agent with the Office of Inspector General at USPS is investigating the claims. Okay, sure.
Yeah, there's a reason legitimate news outlets don't touch the shit that Project Veritas tries to push, because
Yeah.
unlike Project Veritas, there are actual journalists out there that will get fired if they misrepresent evidence.
Yeah, like their whole fucking Ilhan Omar is like, you know, she's running a voter fraud racket in St. Paul or something like that, or in Minneapolis or wherever she's based, and then like
that they bribed.
yeah, and they found out they bribed the guy in the video to just say that. They paid that guy to just say that, and then like some fucking dumbass people were all like, you know, of course Trump was retweeting even though it was fake. Fucking Tulsi Gabbard, fucking turncoat Tulsi Gabbard was fucking retweeting it, you know, because she's a dumb fucking idiot. Yeah, so those, yeah, but anything from Project Veritas is, yeah. I mean, as always, you know, I'm not a hack. I'll look into it if we see it, but like, you know, if something comes out with Project Veritas, like, again, it always takes like 2 weeks because that claim was up for like 2 weeks, you know, with the Omar one, and within 2 weeks somebody debunked it as being a completely bullshit. So that's why I was just like, okay, like, don't take any of their shit. I don't take any of their shit at face value.
Yeah, unfortunately, 2 weeks is too late because literally everybody just takes shit at face value. They're willing to just take it and run with it, especially if it's something that like suits that's just like so unfathomably adherent to their current narrative. They'll take it and run with it without holding up to any kind of scrutiny whatsoever. And then 2 weeks later, it comes out. Oh, turns out it is entirely untrue. It's a complete fabrication. But nobody cares because the damage has already been done.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's funnier. Seeley is not just a poll watcher, he's also a Trump-loving political operative who claimed the squad was proof we have forgotten 9/11.
Oh my god.
That, like, I don't think, like, again, people read that and they don't realize how fucking racist that is. Like, they don't is he saying that we should not elect, like, people of, like, that are Muslims or, like, of people of Arab heritage to, like, Congress? Is that what he's trying to say?
No colored people, period, in government.
Yeah, like they're saying that like he's just like, oh, those are, like, they don't realize the racial like how fucking bigoted is what they're saying. Like I know it's like they're fucking, you know, they're getting all the patriots riled up, but like they don't realize how fucking bigoted that is to say. Like holy shit. Of course,
yeah,
Trump.
Super funny that he's also invoking 9/11 right there just to get, you know, like you said, the patriots all riled up.
Yeah, 9/11 was bad.
That's Rudy Giuliani.
9. Yeah. 9. 11. Woohoo! Let's. Family Guy. Of course, Trump's team is trying to take Twitter conspiracies to court, and it's going exactly how you'd expect. If you want to laugh, read this thread. So I'm guessing they're just being all thrown out.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that from the Zoe Tillman, that's the one where she like talks about how like the judge literally just threw something out because she's the one that asked like, "Hey, did you have people in the room?" The attorney goes, "Yeah, we had Republicans in the room. So why are you here?"
They continue to lose court challenges. A note: the entire premise of all these conspiracies is absurd. First, you'd have to believe Dems rigged the election, but also did it so poorly they lost House seats and didn't win the Senate. Like, second of all, this is tied to the fact that ballot counting couldn't be Alec went over this. Yeah, they didn't allow them to start counting ballots until we could have known this on Tuesday. This could have been over and done with on Tuesday if all these states, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Arizona, were allowed to start counting ballots before election day, and then like we would see the totals that day. This could have been over and done with, but these states I'm very sure the Republican or the Pennsylvania State House is like, you know, or the state Senate is like controlled by Republicans, and they wouldn't pass legislation to allow this to happen.
Yeah, it's literally all outdated laws that were put into place back whenever the United States had like 15 million people living in it, and having something like this, not only during a pandemic, but having an election turnout like this would cause a huge backup of all these ballots that are just pouring in all at once. Yep. And so the Democrats in certain states, like, you know, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, rightfully pointed out, hey, this could lead to problems. People are not going to like having to wait this long to find out the outcome of an election because of this backup of mail-in ballots. So they tried to pass legislation to overrule some of these outdated and archaic rules. And guess who were the ones that were opposing it every single time? Take a guess.
Democrats.
Ah, close.
Ah.
Republicans.
Ah,
Actually.
shit. Oh, it was the other one. Should have flipped a coin on it. Anyway, hey,
I mean,
if there's any MAGA chuds in chat, the motive, if you're still here, Isaac Saul at Ike Saul on Twitter. If you see fraud claims, send them my way and I'll dig it. DMs are open. I'm offering $1,000 cash prize to anyone who can stump me. I've been for 24 hours. So far, none have required more than 5 minutes of research. I'll update here as they come in. So yeah, he's continuing to post them. Yeah, the turnout in Milwaukee. Yep. What else? Yeah, look, they just keep coming. He just keeps debunking them right in this thread. So if you think you got it, he will pay you $1,000 for that. If you want a quick, I mean, we all know Motive needs that money because he's gonna lose that $50K that he bet on Trump winning the election. All right, I know you're gonna be strapped for cash. All right. Right there. That's your ticket right there. Whatever claims you got, because, I mean, you can't send them into our chat for some reason, but maybe you can send it to him.
Well, he can't right now because I fucking timed him out. He's sitting in a corner.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, dude, I really want some of these people because Motive wasn't the only one that came into our chat and was talking about how they put money on Trump winning the election. There was a couple people that came in. I really want them to come back and ask them, like, hey, how'd them bets go? How did not listening to me go?
Hey, wait, I love this dude. Whenever he calls, he fucking calls out people that fucking send him shit. Like, look, this is common in elections. I'm not a fan, but I bet good money that there was a Republican sample ballot with Dem's name blurred out right next door, and both were probably the legal distance from the polling place entry. When I pointed this out, I got blocked. Mark Corduroy, whoever this guy is. He has a very punchable
he
face.
doxed him and everything.
Yep, he was like, "This is the fucking idiot." Yep. Oh yeah. Only sign outside Bucks County opponent. Yeah, that's I think it's right north of Philly. Yep. Let's see. What does that say? I don't get it. What's going on?
What?
Republicans blurred out. I don't get it. I don't get it. Seems like a dumb claim. Anyway, I don't know. Well, it was debunked, and it was the point that he blocked him because he was fucking stupid.
It seems like something so minute and just so an anecdotal, isolated example of something that he was trying to blow up to like be indicative of a broader conspiracy against Trump. And then it was debunked, and then he got mad, started crying, and blocked him.
Yep. R.I.P. Obamacare. Oh, for hell. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if we can get those Senate seats in that runoff election, dude, I think we'll be okay. Unless there's no fuckery in the Supreme Court.
We can say the same thing in 2020 when Republicans won. But you see, that's the thing. Democrats tend to be smarter, and more thorough with their research whenever it comes to claims of fraud. Even whenever you had back in 2016, because we're able to like look 4 years into the past and remember things that actually like happened in like the physical real world universe. Like you could touch stuff. Okay, 4 years ago, Donald Trump lost the popular vote and won the Electoral College. Hillary Clinton conceded the next day. There were protests, but rightfully so, protesting things like women's rights, gay rights, trans rights, the Electoral College. People wanted that to go, as they still should. But yeah, these protests here are literally just sad attempts at trying to get people to stop the count in some places, continue the count in other places. Like it's actually kind of funny.
Alright, the sirens are still out there. I don't care. Anyway, my comment would say we are the same Republican runs next about the squad being proof you forgot 9/11. Let's see. Then Kamala Harris going to shoot Biden with the heart attack gun. Hey, I mean, that could be for the better. We don't know. I mean, she might not even have to do any work herself. Who knows?
And that's another thing too. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up about Kamala shooting him with a heart attack gun, which is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
It took us 50 fucking minutes to get through this entire Twitter thread because we got distracted a lot with some fucking dumbasses in chat making some dumbass fucking claims that were really easy to debunk right in front of their faces.
we should from here so forth, we should all collectively as leftists make an effort to make like a dignified attempt at remembering every single stupid conspiratorial claim that mainstream Republicans make. I'll give you a couple examples. A lot of Republicans were saying before the election, you know, if Joe Biden wins, he's just going to die before he gets into office, right? Or with the Hunter Biden, with all that fiasco about his laptop, there was a lot of conservatives saying that, I bet you somebody close to Biden gets Epstein here soon. I bet you somebody dies off. Like, people, they'll make these ridiculous claims, and then months will go by, and nobody's there to hold them accountable for being, you know, just making that batshit crazy claim and then being wrong about it. We need to start, like, keeping track of what these fucking idiots are saying and holding them accountable whenever they're dead-ass wrong.
Let's see, you added the article. Oh, yeah, you added the article I didn't read, then reposted it to the website. I got it. I didn't read this article, and I sent it to this. I sent it to these fucking stupid ass streamers, and they fucking just read it. They just looked at. They just used their eyeballs on it, and they fucking said, "Yo, bro, it disproves your point right here in the article you sent." So you fucking claim that I'm getting paid by George Soros, which I fucking wish I was.
Dude,
And tell me,
good, dude.
yeah, and tell me that I fucking edited the fucking page somehow off screen. The annoying orange took a whole new meaning.
That was and just changed it for everybody. Yeah, that's what happened.
Anyway, I feel like the election of 2016 was biased because we wanted only men as our president. Yeah, absolutely. I do know a lot of people that were like, I do remember people actually saying, like, you know, what if like Hillary Clinton's on her period or something like that and just like starts getting emotional or freaks out. And I wanted to say, like, bro, she's like 70. She probably hasn't menstruated in like fucking 30 years. Like, what do you like? Are you fucking for real, dude? Like, is that the shit you're actually like? Is that what actually was going through your head when you were making like your electoral decision? Like, are you fucking for real?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that happens all the time, and I think a lot of people on the left actually are kind of guilty of doing this as well, because if you look at Hillary Clinton, she's just a mainstream neoliberal corporatist Democrat cutout, right? There's nothing that's very that's like notably different between her and Joe Biden, policy wise. The way they present themselves is kind of different, but everybody's objection to Hillary Clinton is that she's like extremely abrasive. You know, she's really off-putting. Nobody will vote for her. You know, she's completely unliked. She's a woman.
Oh yeah,
that's all.
it's obviously that's definitely it. It's because she's a woman. Like I know because if you try to actually suss it out, I'm like, oh well, she was incredibly unliked, and well, she got more votes. So talk about not being liked. Well, she got more votes anyway. Yeah, if you actually try to suss out a lot of them, they're just gonna say like, oh yeah, it's because she. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of conservatives, you know, that don't like her because she's, you know, a conservative. There was a lot of independents that voted for Trump. They were like saying that kind of shit. Hey, oh yeah, bro, her period would have started a tsunami, bro. You don't understand. Yeah, dude. yeah, dude. She was holding it up for like 30 years.
Yeah, like what is so abrasive? What is so distinctive about Hillary Clinton that makes her much more unelectable than Joe Biden? Like, honestly, what is it? I don't know, outside of the fact that she's a woman and people in America fucking hate it whenever women not only hold power, but are combative toward ideas that they hold near and dear to their hearts.
Period attack bears. They could smell the menstruation. And do you know what bears mean? Russia. Dude.
These are all legitimate criticisms.
Dude.
You know what? I changed my mind, dude. No women in office ever.
Dude. Vladimir Putin is controlling every woman ever. Listen, any woman you come across, dude, Vladimir Putin has her in his pocket. Don't trust any of them, dude. He's trying to penetrate my brainwaves right now, but he can't.
So Vladimir Putin was getting ready to have an army of bears go after Hillary Clinton if she ended up winning the presidential election.
Yep, she'll tell her a secret. Fuck, I knew it, dude. Timeout, Pancake. Banner. I knew it. See, broke people.
Broke because she wanted to take automatic weapons from regular civilians. Like, what? Do you want to have more crimes? Well, the gun issue is a lot more nuanced than people make it out to be, right? You can't just be anti-gun for the sake of stopping crime, because guns do have a utility outside of, you know, just like the American excuse for having a gun, which is, you know, hoard 'em, it's my freedom. Like, no, they actually do have a utility, and I don't think you should be anti-gun as a means of being, like, you know, compulsively contrarian to a conservative who's, you know, just for guns for the sake of guns.
I know a lot of conservatives. Like, I know, or I wouldn't even call them conservative. I just know a lot of people that I know that they said that they were going to vote for Trump just because they're scared about their gun rights being taken away. I'm like, bro, yeah. Trump took away more gun rights than Obama did. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude, like banning those bump stocks and those high capacity shit. Like, Obama barely did anything. He kind of gestured at it, you know, for like after like Sandy Hook and all that shit. But like Trump actually did, and he got away with it because you don't give a shit when Republicans do it. Yeah, like it's fucking ridiculous when they said it, because they're like, oh, the Democrats are gonna take away our gun rights, and then the Republicans actually do take away their gun rights, and it's fucking crickets from them. They don't care. Like.
And then people say Biden will take away our Second Amendment. Well, yeah, that's stupid for a couple reasons. One, because there's no way he can repeal a fucking amendment to the Constitution, not with a Republican Senate at least. But you know, back in 2016, that was a major objection to Hillary Clinton. Like, people like use that against her all the time. With Joe Biden, you really don't hear that as much. You still hear it sometimes, but that could be because, you know, all gun rights really aren't front and center right now. It's more coronavirus, it's more healthcare. But still, the general consensus of objections to Hillary Clinton about her being unelectable, about her being an abrasive person that's not going to be a good fit for office, it's all just because they're scared because she's a woman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, listen, if you need to know anything about how the right is actually bad for gun rights, watch Beau of the Fifth Column. That guy has done an incredible amount of good work to show, like, I mean, he's you know, a backwards, like, or not backwards, I would say backwoods conservative, or not conservative, he's from the South, you know, you could totally tell, you know, he lives out in the sticks, you know, he talks with a very thick Southern drawl, and
he has the aesthetics of, like, a backwoods conservative.
Yeah, and he's incredibly radical, and he's incredibly smart. Like, he goes into a lot of detail about, like, the stuff that the Trump administration did for gun rights. He is incredibly pro-gun, and he goes into, like, very into depth as to how Trump is not pro-gun, and if you actually care about gun rights, you should vote for Democrats. The people voted for Republicans because Kamala Harris wanted 3 more hours of school, and they were scared for their children. LMO. Yeah, it was for troubled kids. I don't know what the whole thing. I need more of my facts. Yeah, I never actually even heard of that. All right. I want to get into some of this, because this is something I got beef with. Because Alec and I are fucking hang on, let me start this. Alec and I collectively, our IQ is like 1,000, and we were saying this before the election was even over. What's that?
I said 900 of that 1,000. That's me.
Yeah. I'm straight average. I'm at 100. He's at 900. Yep. Oh, Motive's back. Got timed out. all right.
Watch this video.
No, I just want to see what it says, because I want to go dunk on the Lincoln Project. Hey, Motive, where's your money at, dude?
Legal team, as you've been hearing this morning, are preparing for all out.
Where's this from? Slath the Space Marine. All right, anyone's fucking LARPing is Warhammer 40K. 450,000. Hang on. All right, let's look at this real quick. I'll give this. It's a very quick video, so let's see.
To you, thank you for
Alec. Do you want me to share it? Hello.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. I see you were just staring. You're staring at me like a deer in the headlights. All right. All right. You see it, Alec? You good?
Hang on, my Discord's glitching out.
Oh yeah. We gotta use Zoom. We should switch to Zoom.
I need to get a new computer because holy shit, dude, this thing can't handle anything.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Okay, we should be good now.
All right. So this is about 450,000 miraculously only have a vote for Joe Biden. I mean, we did cover why this is the case. It's because Trump spent the last 6 months telling his supporters to not vote through the mail. And then whenever election comes, and then he's like, fucking Pikachu face, like shocked that like none of the votes are for him. Like it's not a fucking like mystery, but let's see what this big brain video has for us, Motive.
Can you walk us through what has taken place here as you see it?
Yes, there has been a massive and coordinated effort to steal this election from we, the people of the United States of America, to delegitimize and destroy votes for Donald Trump, to manufacture votes for Joe Biden. They have done it in every way imaginable, from having dead people vote in massive numbers to absolutely fraudulently
this has all been debunked.
Ballots that exist only voting for Biden. We've identified at least 450,000 ballots in the key states that miraculously only have a mark for Joe Biden on them and no other candidate. If you look at Florida, where things were done right, you can see that that's how the rest of the country should have gone. But they also used an algorithm to calculate the votes they would need to flip, and they used the computers to flip those votes.
Why did they flip Senate seats?
From Trump to Biden, and from other Republican candidates to their competitors also.
Then why did all the Republicans win their Senate seats? Why did they win more House seats?
John James had his race stolen from him. It wasn't just President Trump. There were many people affected by this. We have got to fight tooth and nail in federal court to expose this abject fraud and the conspiracy behind it, and get a recount and audits in every place it's needed, which is, frankly, most of the country.
So there are recounts.
Hey, Motive, you're not gonna like this answer, all right? You're not. Hang on, I have no. She's Michael Flynn's lawyer, so trust, credible. Anyway, how did they win all their seats and Trump somehow didn't? You're gonna hate this. All right, you're gonna hate this answer. It's because a lot of them just didn't like Trump and they voted like for somebody else, and then they still voted down ballot for like their senators and representatives. Like that's it's pretty simple. Like I know it's really like hard for your I don't know, for your like thick ass skull. Like I know it's hard for for you to understand that, but like people just didn't vote for him.
And plus, I like what she's doing here. She's doing what a lot of like conservative pundits do, is that they talk about how there's all this evidence. Oh, we have 450,000 ballots. We have, just why even say 450,000, dude? Just say the full-on 70 million. Just say we have 70 million ballots that we have proven that are going against Joe Biden, and they were fabricated by the DNC to steal the election from Donald Trump and transgender people and in women's bathrooms, and they just go off on a stupid-ass rant, and they never show it. They never make this evidence available to be referenced by outside sources. They never do.
Okay, hang on. So, hey, throw me that link from Big Man the Second. Throw that in Discord real quick. I'll take a look at that real quick. Throw me that link, because he was begging. He put it in there twice.
This is literally the same shit as like QAnon. They were saying like, oh, the 40,000 sealed indictments, they're coming. They're gonna be here soon. And they never show up.
Oh,
Trump's 13-year-old.
Oh, I don't know how true this claim is actually. I've heard about this claim. I've never actually looked into it.
So the same people that hate Trump think that Trump supporters are racist and bigots voted for Trump, then voted for the nasty. Didn't vote for Trump, then voted for the nasty Republicans. Well, there's an extremely small minority sect of the Republican Party that ended up going against Trump. Like, you're aware of this, right?
That's what we're actually about to cover, the fucking Lincoln Project.
face first into the point. You still didn't get it.
Yeah, so listen to Donald Trump's 13-year-old Ray Vivian give her account of the time. Pedophile President Donald Trump sexually. I mean, I'm not going through this whole 13 minutes. And hey, any trigger warnings for anyone in chat for sexual assault? This could be. Yeah, I don't know if I want to listen to this on stream.
If it gets too graphic, we might have to stop playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on.
A rape scene that was supposed to be played out, and I didn't like the sound of that at all. But Tiffany promised, assured me that it wasn't going to be, if it was anything I wasn't comfortable with, we could stop.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go through the I don't want to listen to this. Yeah. Hey, well, we all know. Hey, listen. Whenever Trump retires from the White House, he can't go to his favorite vacation island.
Ah, god damn it, dude. He had to kill off his best friend.
Big man the second. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look more into this on my own time. I mean, I'll bookmark it for later, but I don't want to play that on stream, because I feel like it might get a little dicey in there. But yeah, I don't know. This video that like give any evidence. It's just some fucking dumbass on here just telling us about the claims.
I mean, if you go on, like, there's a Wikipedia page, I'm pretty sure, that's about, like, sexual misconduct accusations against Donald Trump. And I looked at some of, like, the references on that page, and a lot of these cases are just waiting for him to provide DNA evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't do it. You know why he doesn't do it? Because he's probably fucking guilty of it.
Because he probably fucking raped him. Use his money to bail his ass out. You bet he probably did. Oh shit, it's raining. I gotta close my windows. Alec, entertain chat for 30 seconds.
God damn it. Chat, listen. There's 12 of you. Oh, now there's 10. Okay. There's 10 of you in here, okay? We're double digits. We've been at double digits like all night. I'm really happy about that. I'm happy that all of you are here just listening to me and Cody just ramble about politics. But if you're not following us, consider following us, because we really need to pad the stat sheet, okay? It's coming up to a deadline here. Don't ask me what the deadline is, but it's coming up, okay? We need to hit a quota. We're not at the quota. With your help, we can hit the quota. Don't ask me what the quota's for. Don't ask me when the deadline is. Just know that there is a deadline and there is a quota that needs to be hit. We're not at that quota, and the deadline is fast approaching. We need to get there, okay? We're not there. We need you to get there. Any sightings of Barron Trump this past week? I don't know. He does have COVID.
Oh,
he does have COVID. Hey, hold on a second. Is Barron alive? Hang on. Oh my god.
Dude, Barron better be alive.
Barron Trump. News. Oh, okay. He's still alive.
Oh, thank God, dude.
Okay.
Thank God. All right, we can't let Barron die, dude. He's a national treasure. Okay, we can't let Barron. Barron's a national treasure. We can't let him die, okay? Ah, the Lincoln Project.
Before we start talking about the Lincoln Project, what do you think the dating scene's going to be like for Melania once she divorces Trump?
I mean, I don't know, dude.
You think I'll have a shot?
I don't know. I mean, is like Cougars your type, dude?
They can be if they're rich.
Oh shit! Do you think they have a prenup? You think Trump was smart enough to get a prenup? I feel like he did.
I mean, you have to assume that she was probably pretty wealthy going in because she was a model. But I mean, I don't know. Probably. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say because I love how they like I love how they go to great lengths to defend Melania, but like she's just a fucking dumb. She's a dumb fucking bimbo model. Like she's like a fucking she's like your typical like what you'd expect, like an old guy that goes fucking marries a young ass fucking girl, like all that kind of like that's exactly what she is, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really care.
Who, by the way, can barely speak English, which isn't a problem. People who don't speak English aren't a problem at all. Okay, they're fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with people who don't speak English. But I think it's funny that Republicans, the party of conservatives, that so adamantly were trying to get Obama to release his birth certificate, not because there was any genuine concern about him not being from the country, but just because he was black, are now the ones saying that Melania Trump is like the idol, or the ideal first lady.
All right, everyone. The Lynn Collin Project.
We once, believe it or not, there about 200 years ago, 150 give or take, we had a president. His name was Abraham Lincoln. Okay, little known fact: the Lincoln Project. That dude, that bearded dude, they made him a real thing. Lincoln Project was so popular that they made Abe Lincoln real.
Yeah, dude. The Lincoln Project was so popular that they made Abraham Lincoln into a real person.
Yes.
Let's get a little
crazy, dude.
Yeah, let's get a little Wikipedia rundown. The Lincoln Project is an American political action committee formed in late 2019 by a number of former Republicans. The goal of the committee is to prevent the re-election of Donald Trump in the 2020 presidential election and defeat all Republicans in close races running for re-election in the United States Senate. In April 2020, the committee announced their endorsement of Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden. So these are apparently a group of turncoat Republicans. These were Solicitor Generals, media strategists for George Bush, consultants for John McCain. Yeah.
A lot of neocons.
Yeah, just old school, stuffy, neocons. And they really, really did not want Trump to win. And so they put together a nice little pack, to see if they can do that. And as we'll get to later,
you can stop sharing your screen with me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, but spoiler alert, it did fucking nothing. It did absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah, so spoiler alert, no need to
stop sharing your screen with me, and then my Discord dies.
It actually did that before I even clicked the button. I opened up Discord and your thing was already gone, so don't blame me. All right, boomer.
Oh, okay.
All right, boomer. Anyway, but yeah, so spoiler alert, it didn't fucking work. And Trump still, most Republicans still voted for him anyway. All right. Like the Lincoln Project, just overall what the goal of this pack set out to do was a complete fucking failure. Like just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They fucking failed in every way imaginable. They didn't help any of Republicans or help any Democrats defeat close races for the Senate. And Trump still got 70 or 71 million votes. like it didn't do anything to turn any Republicans away from Trump, at all whatsoever.
The Lincoln Project, is that the new metal band with Fred Durst? Yep.
Crawling in my skin. Yeah, so let's see.
To be fair, to be completely fair and balanced, their goal, their ideology, right? Their mission was a success, right? Donald Trump got elected out. The popular votes, he lost the popular vote. He's on track to lose the electoral votes. He's on his way out, okay? Their goal of getting Trump out did not also encompass getting other mainstream Democrats into office, because a lot of these Republicans that Democrats were going up against in these tight House races were pretty adherent to the same stuff that the Lincoln Project over here believes, right? These are a bunch of your mainstream neoconservative, again, corporate cardboard cutouts, like I always say. These are what these guys are. They're status quo Republicans. They didn't like how mean Trump was. They didn't like how mask off he was, and how it left everybody with a bad taste in their mouth after voting for a Republican president.
Mm-hmm.
So they were successful in getting a lot of Republicans, getting enough. I shouldn't say a lot. They were successful in getting enough Republicans to jump ship and not vote straight ballot Republican and get people to check that box next to Joe Biden. But what we should be criticizing is not so much the Lincoln Project, but the Democrats embracing people from the Lincoln Project, embracing not these defecting Republicans, but Republicans that just don't like Trump.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say, I was gonna go through like some of the things that like in an interview with MSNBC's Brian Williams, you know, they praised the group for being more efficient and aggressive than Democratic PACs. Let me tell you, the Lincoln Group and the Bulwark, these never Trump Republicans, the Democrats can learn a lot from there. They're mean, they fight hard, and we don't fight like that. Yeah, I'm sure they're rough and tough. They didn't do anything, dude. They didn't do shit. So like all these fucking libs, they were all like, oh, the Lincoln Project, this, oh, look at these allies we have on the right now. Like, they didn't do anything, dude. And they got so much fucking funding, dude. Like, we'll go through the funding that like this group got. Holy shit! Like their influence,
The Democrats poured a ton of money into them.
Oh my god, yeah. The Lincoln Project's feud. Oh yeah. Let's see. The ads seem to have been successful at getting inside Trump's head, attracting attention beyond access to political. Yeah, sure. Like, but like it didn't change any.
Yes, like I said, yes, they did do what they wanted to do. They got in Trump's head. They rattled him. They got the defecting Republicans, right?
Yeah.
And to chat. Sorry, I had to fucking mute him, okay? Because if I see somebody tweeting chatting all caps, Trump's so mean, emotion, and just harassing people in chat, I timed him out again.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had Ben Shapiro in chat, dude. I didn't realize we had the man of facts and logic himself. Well, he made quite some content for the meeting. Okay, yeah, whatever. All right, so let's see.
Okay, but is the goal of a sitting U.S. president to create meme-worthy content, or is it to govern? Something Trump famously didn't do very effectively.
Yeah, after the 2020 elections, yeah, critics including AOC, Jacob Bennetter, Larry David Sirota questioned the Lincoln Project effectiveness after Trump increased his share of the Republican vote compared to 2016. So not only did they fail like at getting any Republicans, more actually, I have access to the numbers of how many Republicans the Lincoln Project and their $40 million. I know exactly how many they turned over. I got inside documents. It was 5. There was 5 of them. There was some old guy in Pennsylvania and an old couple in Florida and a couple guys in Texas that they managed to flip over. That's it. There you go. It was just 5 of them. Anyway,
it was 5 of them.
It was 5 of them.
Based on what metric are they measuring that?
Oh, just 5. They asked them.
Just 5.
Yeah, it's just 5. Yeah, I have inside access to the Lincoln Project, and I got their secret numbers of how many people they turned it over. It's 5.
That's right, Steve.
They turned over 5.
Don't expect him to release his sources to anybody. Don't expect those sources to be made available to the public for general, reference.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
Yep. Just trust me. I'm still waiting. Oh shit! You shouldn't have timed Motivic. I wanted to ask him when he's gonna get how he's feeling about that 50K he bet. Because he's apparently he's smarter than both of us combined. But I didn't put $50,000 on Donald Trump winning re-election. Like at least I'm not that fucking stupid. I mean I'm no genius. Let's see.
Wait, he's DMing you. Should I block this dude from chat? Like genuinely, should I block this dude from chat because now he's DMing people that are in our chat?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, and I would say, well, that's actually that's harassing other chatters. So yeah, I deem that the court of Cody and Alec has decided that that's harassment of other chatters.
All right, there's another left-wing channel. You're gonna have to do it because again, I don't have that interface up here. Once I time him out, I can't block.
Oh, I can't either. So I guess if I see him again, I'll do it.
Okay.
So he has one more chance.
Yeah, I know there's a way to do it. You just don't want to do it.
Yep. Yeah, but he's telling you how you're all emotional. I bet in all caps, angrily, he's telling you how you're emotional. Anyway, let's see. This is an unusually high proportion of small dollar donors for a super PAC. Most super PACs almost exclusively funded by wealthy. Okay, yeah. So the Getty family. Is that Getty Images? I don't know who they are. Anyways, who else donated?
David. I can use commands in Twitch chat. Cody, why don't you make Taco a mod?
Taco and mod. Hang on, I'm gonna do that right now. We're doing that right now. Taco, making you a mod right now. This is your coronation in front of all. Everyone, bow down to your new lord. Taco.
We're tapping the sword. We're tapping the sword on your shoulders. You're getting knighted today.
Yep.
Okay, wait, what? Okay, yep, you're banned. Sorry, my man.
Who? Oh.
We got a Nazi. There he goes.
More Nazi bots.
Okay, so now that Anarcho Taco has thoroughly gained our trust and we gave him unfathomable amounts of power, he's gonna completely sabotage and derail our stream.
There's that community roles.
Yep. Hey, we got a Nazi in chat. Good job, guys. We're doing good today. If we get Nazis in chat, we're doing good.
Hey, wonder if they'll follow us like the other ones do. Give us a free follow.
I already banned them.
Oh. Come on, pull up the role manager.
Convert to TP anarchism or chat goes emote only. Well, no, what I was alluding to is like you're some kind of like far right grifter who just infiltrates like left wing streams and just gains their trust. You know what I'm saying? Gets their trust, and then just to the point where we grant you mod status, and then you just completely sabotage our stream.
Say something, Taco. I gave you moderator powers. You now have powers. You could ban people as you see fit.
Anarcho Taco.
Or if you see somebody, hey, he's got the sword. That's the sword, dude. Welcome. Here's your coronation, dude. You are now a member of the Court of Camelot.
I'm sorry to say, but you're not going to be. Oh, there it is. Okay. You're not going to be compensated for this position. At least not yet.
At least not yet. Eventually. Yeah, actually, I want to see who else invested in this firm. John Pritzker. Oh, so a lot of like old stuffy billionaires, like that, like haven't probably worked for generations. Oh, Jonathan Scott Levine, the co-managing partner of Bain Capital. You remember Bain Capital?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Mitt Romney's business.
Yep. So Bain Capital did.
Yeah, dude, exactly what I said. Just your mainstream, cardboard cutout Republicans that just don't like the way that Trump conducts himself.
Yeah, see Silicon Valley donors Ron Conway. Who's he? Oh, he's an angel investor. Michael Moritz. Oh, he was one of the early investors in Apple. Chris Sacca. Oh, he's the dude on Shark Tank that wears the cowboy shirts.
Oh yeah.
Christy Walton. From the Walmart family. Yeah. Bruce Karsh. And some cable company CEO with a net worth of about $2 billion. So yeah, it was a lot.
So your usual suspects.
Yeah, a lot of fucking money went into this project, and it didn't do fucking anything, dude. It's funny to watch billionaires waste their money on dumb shit.
It did, because I told you they did succeed in what they were trying to do. They were able to, with the information we have available to us, we can assume with the amount of Republicans that were willing to tack off Joe Biden next to their name, we can say movements like the Lincoln Project and other smaller Republican figures that were anti-Trump were at least contributed to the motivation of some of those voters.
Yep.
Now, what I want to talk about, are you done going over that, Cody?
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick. Oh, Big Man the Second, bro. When this man become a mod, Taco has been a loyal viewer for a while now, and he mods a lot of lefty streams. And I've been saying, oh, I want Taco. I'll give him mod powers in case Alec and I are not paying attention to chat and somebody starts harassing someone else, shit like that. And I finally needed to give it to him. I bought 3 channels, some Discords, and Minecraft. Yeah, dude. So yeah, yeah. So just if anybody is harassing another person or anything, you have to time them out first. That's your only rule. Time them out first. If they come back and they continue doing it, then ban them. Everyone gets a 10-minute timeout to start off. You get a warning. All right, Alec, you can go. What you were saying?
Okay, yeah. But yeah, thanks, Taco. Thanks again. So, the Lincoln Project, not only, again, I don't want to completely agree with what Cody is saying, because, again, you can't authoritatively say it didn't work whenever we don't have those kind of numbers available yet, okay? Trump got voted out, so you can say it was successful at doing that. The lasting damage that it's going to do, I think, can be highlighted in a lot of these congressional races and these Senate races.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have Republicans that are willing to fold on the or cave in on the Donald Trump problem. They have no problem voting for somebody like Joe Biden, again, because he pretty much represents everything, just, status quo. He's a status quo Democrat. They're all status quo Republicans. They just want everything to return back to normal. They want brunch. Everybody just wants brunch, okay? But this has caused, this is at least sparking a little bit of infighting in the Democratic Party. Not that there hasn't already been infighting in the Democratic Party, but as you know, during the DNC, there was a number of Republican speakers, including Ohio Governor John Kasich was there, and he had a larger time slot than popular Democrat representative from New York, AOC. So if that didn't give you a good idea of which way this party's kind of like trying to be dragged a little bit by a lot of these old school Democrats, after a lot of these 2020 losses in the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi and let me see if I could find her name here.
Oh, ZZ. Yes, brunch is fine with champagne. I agree, dude. I love me some avocado toast and mimosas. I'm a fan of that, dude. Call me conceited. I love that shit. Followed by a liquid lunch.
Okay, Representative Abigail Spanberger, a Democrat from Virginia, who is a former CIA officer who narrowly defeated her opponent in a moderate suburban district around Richmond, was blunt with her colleagues about the results of the 2020 election. She says, from a congressional standpoint, it was a failure. It was not a success, she said. We lost members we should not have. She said Democrats should watch GOP ads and the attacks leveled against members before deciding how to talk about issues.
Link this to me so I can put it up on screen.
Okay.
That would be a lot easier. Avocado toast. You really are funded by Soros. Yeah, dude. Soros pays for me to get avocado toast. There's this fancy ass diner I like. It's pretty good. They got avocado toast.
Yeah, spread misleading information about veganism to.
Oh yeah. George Soros tells me to do that.
Industrial farming industry.
Yep. George paid for it by George Soros.
Just for reference, Cody, I'm about maybe like a third away down the page here.
Yep, Abigail Spanberger. That's a fucking shitty name. All right, go ahead.
Spanberger, okay. So, she says, we have to commit to not saying the words defund the police ever again, she said. We have to not use the words socialist or fucked or fucking torn apart in 2022, she said flatly. So, her and a lot of other mainstream Democrats are going out of their way to try to characterize these losses as indicative of the progressive trend of some sects of the Democratic Party. Is that a sentiment you agree with, Cody?
No.
No, you shouldn't, because it's not true.
Yeah, I know.
It's just flat out. It's just flat out not true. Like,
yep.
For you to be a Democrat from Virginia in a moderate district, which probably, I didn't look up her district, it's around Richmond, so probably like, your average suburban, maybe like polls moderate, maybe slightly leans Republican. She was able to defend, but a lot of these mainstream cardboard cutout Democrats were not able to retain their positions. People in like heavily Democratic leaning districts too. You have people like Donna Shalala, which is one of the that's one of the bigger ones that's been going around. She represented Florida's 27th district, a district that polled Democratic +5, and she lost to a Republican. She was the incumbent, and she lost.
Ah, here it is. Yes.
And then if you look at people.
That was I was putting up. So yeah, Richmond's here. It's like the suburbs of Richmond, and then some rural. So it is actually kind of a rural. Yeah. So actually, yeah, 75% of the population of the voters there are rural, or 75 are urban, about 25 rural. Median income is about 77,000, which is relatively high. You know, the average median income in the United States is like 50,000, so relatively high. I guess actually no. This historically this looks like a very red district.
Okay, actually a very red district. Okay, so she was able to actually retain her position again because a lot of congressional races are kind of centered around like local issues and not so much your positions on like broader like national issues.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes those things do come into play, and they're trying to say that it is because of those reasons that they lost so many seats. This isn't they're not blaming it on like poor voter outreach during a pandemic, because as our Lord and Savior AOC pointed out, they did not spend any money on outreach electronically. A lot of these like old school Democrats, their campaigns pretty much just became non-existent after the pandemic because of their failure to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Failure to adapt is indicative of the Democratic Party right now. We have a president-elect now that represents a lot of old school Democratic values, who barely edged out one of the most unpopular presidents in American history. And if you look at some of the representatives that were able to retain their seats as Democrats in Congress, want to take a wild guess who they are?
The Squad, baby.
They're the Squad members. They're the people, the Squad, the Democratic Party shrunk in the House of Representatives, but the Squad nearly doubled.
Oh yeah.
Right here, I have a chart. It's on my phone, so I can't show it to you guys. I could put it in the Discord chat after this if you want me to. By the way, if you're in chat and you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. There's a little link right there next to our name. Go ahead, join our Discord. But somebody put together a nice little consolidated chart. Did a Democratic incumbent support Medicare for all? Next to it, did they win the election?
Hang on, real quick. Hey, Nikki Madness. Hey, consider following before you leave. I'd really appreciate that. But hey, thanks for sticking around, and we will have some fun. So thanks, appreciate it. All right, continue.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for chatting. Yeah, definitely give us a follow. Like I said before, if you weren't here, we have a quota. But every single candidate, every single Democratic incumbent candidate that openly supported Medicare for all won their re-election. Flat out won the election. And a lot of these candidates, these Democratic candidates...
Hey, Nikki, thanks for following. Mwah! Thanks. Go ahead.
That did support Medicare for all in their respective districts were right-leaning districts. Katie Porter represents California 45. Her district polls Republican +3. Ann Kirkpatrick.
We say it was
2.
Cali what?
California 45.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's Orange County. Yep, that's red territory.
Yeah.
Orange County
Katie
is.
Porter.
Oh yeah, median income 102,000. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the Katie Porter's district. Katie Porter that pulls out whiteboards and scolds fucking drug company CEOs and drug company executives. That Katie Porter.
Yep, I'll say this is
she
a very
won re-election.
I'll say
pretty convincingly. Go ahead.
I'll say yeah, since yeah, it's a pretty historically red district. Yep. Go ahead.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, dude, Katie Porter, member of the Squad, famous, left-leaning. She supports Medicare for all. She's open and brazen about a lot of these far left progressive ideas, and she won re-election in a right-leaning county, in a historically right-leaning county. You could say the same thing for a lot of these people. Look up Ann Kirkpatrick of Arizona too.
Yeah, actually, I just want to show real quick because oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Orange County did going for Biden actually. Let's see. Demographics, politics, political history. Yep. Yeah, Orange County has been known as a Republican stronghold. It's consistently sent Republican representatives to state and federal legislature. Ronald Reagan described it as the place all the good Republicans go to die, because it is a nice coastal community, nice coastal county in California. So, it was one of the 5 counties in California that voted for Barry Goldwater. Anyway. So, but yeah, and Katie Porter won it. Yeah.
And Kirkpatrick, Arizona too.
Oh, not Kirk. Kurt.
Kirk.
Oh, K-R-K?
Yes.
Patrick.
Kirkpatrick.
I don't see it. Arizona Senate?
Arizona 2.
Oh, I'm just gonna look up. Hang on.
Dude, Kirkpatrick is a one name. It's a name.
I know. I had it as 2 and it wasn't coming up. Hang on. Arizona 2nd Congressional District. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, and Kirkpatrick.
Yes, that's what I said.
No, you just said Kirkpatrick. Like I thought the first name was. Yeah,
I said Ann Kirkpatrick.
Oh, it's not like you said and, because you. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Irvin County, yeah, because it has a lot of Tucson. Oh, so actually doesn't have any part of Maricopa County. But yeah. Oh yeah. See, look at that. It was a consistently red district. It flipped.
Yep, flipped. Not to a mainstream, status quo Democrat. It flipped to somebody who openly supports Medicare for all. And then you have, the day after the election, you have Joe Scarborough on MSNBC talking about how the progressives blew this election for the Democrats. You have this Virginia Democrat saying that we never need to say the word socialism again. You have Nancy Pelosi saying, you better be careful how far left you go.
Yeah, I'll say, and also get this too, for the main industries in this area, include agriculture, ranching, livestock, mining, and tourism. Yep. Yeah. Let's see though. Yeah, and there's an army base. Yeah, this district is mostly farmers and ranchers and and active duty U.S. military. And it went to Ann Kirkpatrick. Again, if you fucking if you like these things are incredibly popular, and if you support them, you'll do pretty good. Like if you can sell them, like they tend to sell them pretty well to people, like to farmers and ranchers in Arizona, like a historically red state. Like Arizona until this election was a red state for a long time. Like I'd even still probably consider it a red state to a degree. Like
it does depend on also, how you present some of these ideas, because the Squad, say for instance, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez can be a lot more brazen, a lot more outspoken about her, social democracy leaning ideas, okay, because she's in New York. Somebody like Kirkpatrick down here in Arizona, she probably has to be a little bit more careful with how she words it, because Medicare for all polls really well amongst the American general electorate, depending on how you phrase it. If you say socialized medicine, it's not going to be very popular. If you say even Medicare for all, it's not going to be as popular as it could be. But if you explain it to them as to what it actually is, do you agree that there should be a public affordable option for people that cannot afford private healthcare. It pulls like 70%.
Yeah.
Insane numbers. So you can't even use the excuse that these socialists, these far left progressive candidates are only able to go so far left because their district allows them to. That's completely nullified by the fact that you have these solid Republican districts that are changing to Democrat, not because they like Democrats, but because they like the progressive ideas of these Democratic candidates. So unless mainstream Democrats like Nancy Pelosi, like Chuck Schumer, I don't want to say Chuck Schumer because he's Senate, but if they don't start making changes soon, they're going to lose seats and they're going to get murdered by the incoming Republicans who are going to stand unified no matter what.
Oh yeah, dude. Wait till if they don't get their shit together by 2022, whoo baby, like there's gonna be some fucking issues. They think that like this election was bad because they lost like what 5 or 6 seats in the House or something.
I think they lost 5.
Yeah, get ready, get ready. What was her name? Spanberger, get fucking ready. If you think that this is bad, your job will be in jeopardy in 2 years.
Yes, 100%. Yep. People love socialism if it is presented to them the right way, because as we all know in this chat, because we run a very high IQ stream. We have a very high IQ chat.
Yeah,
most of the time.
we get rid of people that are low IQ. You know, we had some low IQ people in here. We timed them out, banned them. You know, we got to okay, because you know we can't bring down everyone's average IQ. You know, we all grow together, but those people we got to get rid of them. It takes us all down.
We realize that the Democrats suck. The way they conduct themselves, the way they campaign, it's almost like they want to lose, okay? The left in general is extremely bad at branding their ideas. If we're able to brand these not even socialist policies, but left-leaning policies, left-leaning progressive policies, if we're able to brand them correctly and make them sound as appealing as possible, and make people actually realize that the average American electorate is going to be able to reap way more utility out of this at almost no cost to them, you could sell it big time. You'll see the biggest blue wave since 1936.
Yep, if we actually try to. Well, I mean, it will be tough because we gotta wait till the boomers die off. Once the boomer, because you know you will never sell them on anything socialist. All right, you can't. Like it's impossible. Their brains have been fried.
Medicare for all polls at 70%.
No, well, I mean, yeah. Who do you think of those 30%, dude? Like,
that 30% isn't going to split right down age demographics.
I know, but I'm saying the majority, like the vast majority. If you ask older, like, but people like even
but older people don't represent the majority of the American electorate. They represent a pretty massive portion of it, but whenever you're talking about like Congress seats, it's not like this. It's an all old people. If you run campaigns the right way, you could expand the squad big time in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was gonna say is that 30% is as you were saying that I know that's what I was gonna say is that I mean old people do turn out to vote way more than younger people do, and that's very clear. Like I think this election
I'm not contesting that.
Yeah, I would say this election is one of the first elections ever that like young people were we turned out like en masse like to vote. It was kind of crazy. Well, I mean, we don't have the full numbers yet, but this is like one of the first elections where like young people actually turned out like a lot. Reluctantly agree. Yep. Gotta wait till all the boomers die in Minecraft.
And also for a Democrat to come out and accuse fellow Democrats of engaging in socialism, that's a major concession to the Republicans. That's a strictly conservative Republican line of attack against Democrats. They would call this Representative Abigail Spanberger, they would call her a socialist. Not because she's a socialist, but because she's a Democrat. So by calling fellow left-leaning members, or not more left-leaning than her, by calling them socialist, she's engaging in a line of attack that has been relegated exclusively to conservatives.
Yeah, I would say that's one of those things that, like, dude, we need to get better at this shit. Is if you ask, like, any conservative, dude, like, like, to them, a communist, a socialist, a liberal, a Democrat, like, all of that is the same thing. Like, to them, that's all one big fucking synonym, you know? It's like, and it's gonna be incredibly hard to break that, you know? We need to start doing that shit to them. Way more often. Like, that's something we need to start doing, is equating, like, Republican with fucking fascist. Like, I think we're starting to get better at that. Yeah, we need
fashy Republican.
We need to start doing that, because, like, if you ask any, like, fucking average middle of the road Republican, like, if you ask them, like, about, like, they'll tell you Democrats are socialists. They'll tell you, like, Obama was a communist. Like, that's like, and that's your average one. Like, they on average they'll say, like, oh yeah, Obama was a socialist. Like, that's how fucking dumb a lot of these people are, or how just maybe not they're dumb, it's just how much they've been fucking brainwashed, dude.
Yeah, it's very important also, if I'm gonna give chat some argumentative weapons here. If you find yourself in an unfortunate situation where you have to argue with somebody who thinks that all Democrats are socialists, hold their arguments up to the barest scrutiny possible, and you will watch them fall apart into just fade into dust. Okay, ask them, what's socialism? How is Obama socialist? How is Joe Biden a socialist? And whenever they give you some kind of, like, if they even give you an answer to that question, because hold them accountable, make them define their terms. And whenever they give you some batshit crazy definition for socialism, just call them out on it. Like, it's that easy. Like, you notice whenever you call Donald Trump a fascist, which he is, whenever you call Donald Trump a fascist, they ask you, how is he a fascist? And then you sometimes get kind of slipped up or tripped up, because it does on the face, on surface, sound like a hyperbolic argument. But you can make a legitimate case as to why Donald Trump is a fascist. They won't buy into that argument, but you can make a pretty convincing argument. Ask them to justify why Joe Biden's a socialist. Nothing, dude. They will literally have nothing. Not a thing.
Yep. Oh, sorry. I was just looking at Pramila Jayapal. I don't know how you say her name, but I was just looking what Washington 7th District was, because she's also very outspoken progressive, but she represents downtown Seattle. So, I mean, you know. She does have a little bit of an advantage doing that. Ooh, baby, we talked a lot today. Yeah, we were just That's what
happens whenever we stay on track.
Yeah. Bro, someone actually tried to assassinate Trump one time. He was giving a speech. Really? I don't remember that.
I mean, that's kind of up in the air. People say that could have been just like a stunt pulled by the Trump campaign, or it could have been real. Nobody's really sure.
Oh, is that one where the Trump looked like he was scared? Looked like he was scared shitless on stage. Was that it?
Yeah. Yeah, and he was pulled off stage by secret security. Yeah. It's even more fishy because there was no follow up on it. Like, if there was a genuine, like, assassination attempt made on Donald Trump's life, they would have just doxed the dude. They would have blown the court case out of proportion. They would have said he represents Antifa and all of, everybody, all Democrats. Like, it would have been completely blown out of proportion.
Yeah, Comrade Bai wants to abolish private property, install socialism. Yeah, dude, I'm here for it. That's another thing. Because they always give you the socialism always fails. Ask them why. Like, I actually have them explain why. Usually they'll never give you a solid answer. They'll just be like, human nature. Like, all right, what about human nature? We're all competitive. Well, why are we competitive? Like, just keep asking why. Go through the 5 whys method. Keep asking them why, and you'll suss out what they actually believe in. They'll think that, like, humans are naturally selfish, and you'll be like, no, well, they're not. Like,
and that's the thing, dude. And that's the thing too. People say, like, Biden's a socialist. I go, dude, I wish.
Dude, I wish.
Like, hey, you and me both. When Trumpists ask how Trump is a fascist, refer them to the two echoes, 14 points of fascism. Yeah, that's the thing too. If you go through and read the 14 points of fascism, whenever I describe that to a Trumper, I tell them, I preface it. I say, this is going to sound like shockingly a lot like what Trump is doing. But keep in mind, this wasn't written for Trump. This is just generally how fascists operate. And then they're going to say, oh, that's fake news. They're just trying to get Trump out of office. Like, they're not receptive to anything. Which is why I explained to Cody before, whenever you're debating with them, your goal is not to convince them, it is to embarrass them in front of an audience.
Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at how fucking based this bitch is. The Pramila, dude. Listen how based she is. She founded an organization called Hate Free Zone following 9/11. The organization successfully sued the Bush administration's Immigration and Naturalization Services to prevent the deportation of over 4,000 Somalis. Dude, how fucking based
Good
is that?
shit.
Yeah, what's the...
Well, it's funny too because Somalians actually weren't part of Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda had massive attacks in Somalia during the Clinton years.
Oh yeah.
But shit, what was I gonna say? I forget.
Who's this? I'm looking at the Congressional Progressive Caucus. See who's looking for the members. Oh yeah, Bernie's the only
One thing that I think
he's the only Senate member. And then I was looking to see if there's anyone in our states. Is anyone from Pennsylvania? Oh, there's a couple. Brendan Boyle. Oh, he's Philly. Dwight Evans. Yeah, most all Philly people. No Pittsburgh people. And one's from Scranton. And then one in Iowa. Who is it? I know it's not Sidney Axney. I know it's not Des Moines rep. Dave Lobasak. Oh, Iowa City. Yeah, that's like the southeastern. Eastern Iowa is much more progressive. Yeah, I see southeastern. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Why do Dems say Tulsi is a diet Republican? Because a lot of her attacks on mainstream Democrats are often attacks that the right makes use of. Like her line of attack is something that are things that the right goes after them, and she does it under the veneer of like this mainstream leftist, and she does a really bad job at it.
Yeah, and she parrots Project Veritas talking points, even though they're like completely fake. And she tends to I would say she tends to operate within a lot of right-wing circles.
Yeah, whenever you attack the democratic institution, you have to be very careful as to not adopt any right-wing attacks of them, because it's easy to do. It's really easy to do, but you have to make a concerted effort to attack them from the left, something that Tulsi Gabbard really doesn't do. Like, she's all too happy to take down like Kamala Harris in the debates, but then offer nothing substantive that's actually like a left-leaning idea. But what was I gonna say? One thing about before we get off. Yeah, screw it. I forget. We should probably call it here soon. LOL, Dems are diet Republicans, TBH, in a classical political sense, conservatives are libs. Yeah, that's true also. Democrats are, in essence, just diet Republicans.
Yeah. Hey, dude. Oh, she's based. Tulsi Gabbard's a vegan. She's based. She got the based approval. Oh, she practices yoga. How enlightened. She took her oath of office on Hindu scripture. Oh yeah, that's right. She's a Hindu. Yeah, and she did some really weird shit, like with like LGBT shit back in the day.
Here, this is the last thing we'll look at here, Cody. Well, one last thing about voter fraud.
And
this is funny too.
Signing off. Good night, San Diego. Falk News cuts away from Kayleigh McEnany and Trump's campaign for unless she has more details back. I can't showing you this. Do you want to watch it? Do you want me to share this with you? Or are you just gonna watch
You can just play it.
Okay. It's a minute.
That opposes verifying signatures, citizenship, residency, eligibility. There is only one party in America trying to keep observers out of the count room. And that party, my friends, is the Democrat Party. You don't take these positions because you want an honest election. You don't oppose an audit of the vote because you want an accurate count. You don't oppose our efforts at sunlight and transparency because you have nothing to hide. You take these positions because you are welcoming fraud and you are welcoming illegal voting. Our position is clear. We want to protect the franchise of the American people. We want an honest, accurate, lawful count. We want maximum sunlight. We want maximum transparency. We want every legal vote to be counted, and we want every illegal vote to be...
I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging, the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details to back that up, I can't in good countenance continue showing you this. I want to make sure that maybe they do have something to back that up, but that's an explosive charge to make, that the other side is effectively rigging and cheating. If she does bring proof of that, of course, we'll take you back. So far, she has started saying right at the outset, welcoming fraud, welcoming illegal voting. Not so fast.
Yeah. Even the Republican Party, or even the Fox News won't fucking back that shit up. And yes, Taco, you are right. I think I'll raid DeKalb's, because I don't really know Proudly Radical very well.
See, dude, I genuinely don't know if she's, like, maliciously trying to, like, push disinformation, or if she's just a fucking idiot and actually buys this crap. Like, I genuinely do not know.
I have no idea.
It's disinformation that's literally so toxic that not even Fox News wants to touch it anymore.
Yeah, because they're trying to... Okay, because in all honesty, they are a legitimate news organization, even though they are spin doctors to the highest degree. They are still a legitimate news organization, and they're like, man, we can't just spread straight bullshit. Like, not like, oh, we take a point that's like, you know, a fact and we'll spin it our way, or we'll poison the well with the wording of like a story or something like that, you know? Like, this is just straight out false. They're like, dude, we can't touch this. Like, that's how fucking bad these claims are. It's fucking hilarious.
Do you think the media has fucked us? The outbreak would be horrible if the results were flipped. I love this talking point that, like, you know, the media doesn't determine elections, the people do. The media literally just reports on the counts. Like, the only reason the media calls it is because Biden mathematically not only won the popular vote, but surpassed the 270 mark, and the analysts determined that there's no mathematical way he comes back, right? There's no way he comes back and not only takes away votes from Biden, but then surpasses that 270 mark. So this entire narrative that the media calls elections, it's stupid. The people at the top know it's stupid, and they know the people on the bottom are just going to buy into it and just spread it.
No, I think you misinterpreted what he said. I think he's saying if the results were flipped, if Trump won, we'd all be in the streets rioting, which is... Okay. Whatever you say.
Don't get me wrong, mainstream media is bad, but it's bad for you know, the not Republican reasons. Well, here's the thing: if the results were flipped too, there's no way on earth Donald Trump wins the popular vote. So if that motherfucker won the Electoral College 2 elections in a row and lost the popular vote 2 elections in a row, yeah, there would be a ton of protests.
Oh no, he got what I was trying to say. Wait, who got what you were trying to say?
Me.
Oh.
Oh, well, chat, what do you think here?
Yeah, Max, hey, consider following. Come back next time. We'll chat with you then. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Yeah, got that right. Yeah, come back and hang. Hey. Thanks for following, Max.
Thank you, sir.
Say less, brother. All right. Alrighty.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all hanging out. We welcome Anarcho Taco to the mod team.
Oh yeah. Hang on. So let me.
It was a big stream for Anarcho Taco.
We're gonna raid DeCobbs. Go check out our buddy DeCobbs.
Yes, DeCobbs. He's.
I'm gonna raid him. So we'll see you guys. Checking. If you don't like him, then. Thanks for the power. Yeah, dude. You were you're knighted. You were knighted. Well, you got the keys to the kingdom. Anyway, yeah, he's a cool. If you don't like him, then don't hang him. But we like him. Hang out for a little bit. He's a cool dude. See you guys.
Yep. See you guys. Thanks.
Give it a second. Don't say anything racist yet. There you go.
I had to sit here and watch him get raided. You there?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to sit there and watch him get raided real quick.
Yep.
That was actually a pretty good stream.
Oh yeah, it was. I was happy with that.
That was
one.
actually kind of like yeah, that was actually a really good stream. We were consistently like at 15, 16 viewers there for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna leave it all behind.
Yeah, I said I don't know if I will yet.
You're gonna have to come up with like a decisive answer here soon.
I mean I told you, like I said that I need, like, I was gonna figure out in the next month or so. I told you that. Like I flat out told you that. Like, I mean, why do you need an answer like immediately? Like, what do you have to prep for? Like, you got your stream set up. You're good.
Well, I have the stream set up, but I'll want to do like different stuff. I want to cover like different stories. You know, I'm taking on that entire workload, not having somebody to like banter back and forth with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not just gonna out of nowhere be like, all right, I'm done today. Like, you're on your own. Like, I will give you like plenty of heads up. Like, I'm not gonna be like, all right, I'm done. Bye. Like, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Okay, I know, but if you remember, after your car got towed, we did say like, hey, you know, figure this out by next week, or within like the next 2 weeks if this is something you still want to do. You can't keep me like teetering on the edge here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, I said give me till Thanksgiving, because I'm definitely taking the week of Thanksgiving off. I'm taking that whole week off. I'm gonna be at home.
I probably will not.
Okay. Yeah, you can if you want. I will be at home. Fucking around. Maybe I'll pop in. Maybe I'll go to your house and I'll hang out on stream with you in the same place. That could be fun, like on Monday or something, you know. But because not Wednesday. I will be fucking getting my. Oh no, you're not streaming Wednesday. You're coming out and get fucking blackout with me on Wednesday.
But I'm still streaming on Monday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do like a day stream on Wednesday. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I want to play Call of Duty on stream like on Sunday. I really want to do that because I miss
you can. I'm telling you, you can try to if you want, but if it gets to the point where again you're just sitting there with like 2 viewers in stream.
Yeah, I don't think you realize that like one stream like that doesn't completely ruin the analytics. You know what I mean? Like, for example,
I know, but it's going to negate any further outliers that we get down the road.
Cause like, I mean, I miss like hanging out like on Saturdays for like a couple hours. You know what I mean?